Hello, everybody, and welcome to What's Left of Us, the D&D podcast, where all of us buddies get together and we play a little bit of TTRPGs for your enjoyment. And enjoyment is the name of the game today. At least for me, it is. I sprung a particularly railroady trap on my people last time, and I'm going to deal with the consequences of it today. But first, we have some housekeeping to do. First of all, obviously, we are an RPG. We are playing a role-playing game, and all of us at the table have consented to a list of things that we are fine with happening on the table, but obviously you folks watching could not have done that. So if at any time any of you folks come across something or see something on here that you're not particularly fond of seeing, by all means, take the time, dip out, take care of yourself first, and then come on back if you feel like it. That is the treatment that you should be doing with stuff like this. At the end of the episode, hold your questions, and at the end of the episode, we will have a table talk as usual. We will be sitting on our metaphorical couch around a metaphorical table, and we will be answering your non-metaphorical questions. I suppose you could have metaphorical questions too. You know, like what is a question? If I were to ask a question like this, what would be the answer? That would be an interesting conundrum. But either way, you can hold those until the end of the episode, and we will try to answer them as best we can between all of you and ourselves at the table here. And that'll be there. Our two wonderful mods, Slyfox43 and Pronouns in My Bio, Sam, are both standing by and will answer any other like more functional questions you have, should you have them. And of course, they will be keeping the chat safe. So don't be afraid to ask them for something. And be afraid if you are trying to be a butt in chat, because they will ban you. See here. Yes, absolutely. I did post about this, but our fundraiser drive for the Palestinian Children's Relief Fund ended last month. We managed to reach a whole, I believe it was $600 USD. So that went direct. I closed that off. That went off to the PCRF, and they are putting it to use as we speak. Hopefully, it went to them. So I hope very much that they can make use of it. We are going to figure out what we're going to be doing for our next fund. There might be some other things coming up, so I'm hoping that'll be really fun. And I wanted to thank all of you again for helping us reach those goals. It was really nice to see the community be able to come together. I know we're a small community, but it was nice. It felt great. So we're gonna keep doing that sort of stuff. Yes, absolutely. Free Palestine. I think, is that everything? Did I forget anything? I'm getting good at this, I think I'm finally nailing it. How many years was this? This is our third, right?
Let's see. This is, we are a couple months into the third year, as far as I can tell.
Yeah. It's nice that I get my stride so quickly.
Yeah.
There's no one,
it's impressive, really.
No one better has ever done it. So we're going to start with what happened last episode. We were all prepped for a gigantic dragon fight, a nemesis from the past, a dark and foreboding figure that looms large in the minds of all of our heroes. Eli Fumblecrum, who got sent to prison for doing a bad job trying to sabotage the Chew, caught up with you all and just unleashed his horribly ill-prepared vengeance on all of you. In that he instead got confused and then decided that it was best to call the whole thing off until he planned a little better with his dragon friend. And I think that went well, personally. The team then were able to finish going through what was left of the laboratory.
What was left of us?
Title drop. That was it. That was what this whole series is building up for. You guys have already passed that. So, going through what was remaining of the laboratory of the Archmagus Guibertolini, Cubert. before anyone says it. You all discovered a couple of things. First of all, this was in the background, but because Tim is an artificer and I let artificers and wizards make up spells and stuff like that, Tim gained enough knowledge from that tea making spell to create a specific spell for finding things, using the same sort of spell lines that summon a tea from anywhere to anywhere. So that's fun. In addition to that, you all know that there is the old teleportation circle that was used for guests had been keyed to somewhere in the east, likely a desert place by some of the rune work that was on there. But you rekeyed it very quickly to Waterdeep and allowed Emery to decide to go and check in on her family. Now, in Amelia's family home, some of you stayed outside to decipher the circle and get ready to send it to a place that you all thought was safe. This case being the forest lodge, or at least very near the forest lodge of your uncle. You went in there to get your sister out primarily. You were able to convince her, taking the guise of Amelia, that you were Amelia, and you got her out of the house. You then decided to have a conversation with your father to see how well he was doing, because you had been hearing he wasn't well. And indeed, you did see he wasn't well. He had plenty of information for you, sussing out that you were, of course, the real Amelia immediately, despite being blind and on death's door, essentially. You discovered that he had been trying to uncover this big plot for a little while now. Since you had been replaced, he had mysteriously fallen even more ill very quickly, and he was certain he was being poisoned. He just didn't know how. And while there has been very little love lost between Emery and her father, there was a little bit of a moment, and he implored her to simply destroy the system that was clearly about to be taken over by some nefarious force. Finding that, she left. She went back to the garden. Tim opened up a portal using the abilities that she had gained while looking through things. And when her sister stepped through, another force took over the portal, redirected it, and Amelia von Arsolenne stepped out of the portal. And that's where we left off. I don't often like it to do very railroady things, but I could not resist this moment, and so I will apologize to my players for changing the rules ever so slightly.
If it makes you feel any better, I don't usually like to do things with props, but oh boy, did I come prepared for this episode, right?
Run!
That queen, so
it's fine. Everything's fine.
you have no idea how long I had to like just stare at that bowl of popcorn without taking a bite in order to pay that off.
Oh, it's so difficult for you, I'm sure.
Man, very.
Yeah, this is what it is to be a professional right here. This is, you got to look at the popcorn, but don't touch it. Yeah, you know.
Yep.
In his mind, Ron was going, "Wait, okay, get it." Amazing stuff. So before we get into the actual playing of this, and I'm going to switch us over to the map now, because here we are at the mighty von Arsolenne estate in the garden, facing down imposter Amelia, or at least Amelia's body being controlled by who knows what. Before we actually dive into this, is there anything else anyone wants to talk about above table, prepare, discuss before anything else happens, just to give you all some time, because I did spring that on you, and this might be a very important bit of things we are about to do. Who knows what's going to happen? I actually don't. I have prepared for a couple of things.
You know.
You know.
No.
The portal,
There's
is the
agency.
portal closed?
The portal closed. She closed it
Fully
herself on her
closed.
way through.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just so you all know, I don't have any more second level spell slots. So if we're fighting,
Does Vernon believe he can just reopen the portal?
That's a good question.
Hmm.
That one
out
I'm
of-
going to make you spend at least a turn of combat on if they get that far.
Sure. I kind of figured.
Yeah.
I'm out of first level spells, which means I'm pretty much out of everything I have except for my like once a day shit. To be fair, I have not used those yet, but
And your soul hole.
in my soul hole, we'll
Mhm.
hope we'll see if it comes to that. It probably will.
I have a couple tricks up my sleeve, so
And a flamethrower spell that you licked. So there's also
Yep.
that.
yep.
Well, it seems that my incompetence is the party's gain. Because
You pull
recently,
up.
recently I was playing a popular TTRPG based video game that shall remain nameless,
Mm.
and I was playing as a bard, and I thought that's strange that this character has so many spell slots, but Rathgurther has so few. And then I went onto a popular character sheet management site that will remain nameless and realized I had not selected new spells for, let's say, about 3 levels. So I'm sitting flush right now with
no.
spell slots.
Perfect. That's in character.
Amazing.
Honestly, yeah.
Rathgurther was steadfastly not using her spells anyway.
I was gonna say Rathgurther is
Yeah.
not quite up on reading, so she wasn't really looking
never
at the
learned how
wizarding
to
books or
read.
anything.
Oh,
So
I specifically chose very flavored spells. So don't you worry. It's not
What
going to give the game away.
What flavor?
Mm.
Spicy?
Oh, these are
probably pretty earthy, I would guess.
they're
Mm.
very good.
Why?
The only spell
Yes.
I have is the kill you spell, because that's what I'm hoping for. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I guess the question is like, is this something? Does Emery want us to murder this woman, or like just
I know that's what she's thinking.
injure her
Mhm.
and like ask her questions?
Whichever the fuck comes first. I think that right now Emery is just seeing red, and whatever happens, happens.
Well, it's probably because she has her swords like so close to her face.
Okay. Well,
Listen, this is an issue, really. So why don't we dive in? The portal has just closed. Amelia has taken just a step off of the pad and has asked where you have sent her sister just now. She does not appear to any of you who have a high enough, like some of you have a pretty good passive insight. Like Vernon, for instance, with his wild 15 passive insight. Some of you who have that high understand that she is not at all flustered with the idea of 5 adventurers just being here, clearly armed and ready. She is absolutely not flustered by this in the slightest.
like I said, as soon as I see her swords are out, I just look at her and go, oh, that's real fucking rich. Your sister, huh?
Yes. Why am I so aggressive? Is there a reason you come to my house?
Your
Draw
house.
weapons?
Your fucking house, huh?
Oh,
Yeah, I bet you've had everybody real fooled with that shit.
Oh, I don't need them to be fooled. I own the place.
Do you now?
I
Not for
am
long. I have-
Amelia von Arsolenne.
Bullshit! That's a lie and you know it.
Like, kind of like squints her eyes a little bit. I know you from somewhere.
You're fucking about to, bitch.
Crass. Utter crass language in my garden. Are the rest of you so bold?
Vernon would like to cast thaumaturgy and make the ground shake beneath them to really just add emphasis to Emery being mad.
She casts thaumaturgy and cancels it out.
Well, what the hell?
Fuck your earthquake. Fuck your rumbles.
I think
Listen,
Sparks is just
cantrip.
gonna like move forward a little bit and just growl at her.
Uh-huh. Oh, charming automaton. We don't have too many of those around here. There's a few in the high society that do enjoy a good automaton, of course, but this one you made a dog. How can it be a proper servant if it can't carry you drinks?
Shut up.
I'm attempting to have a decent conversation.
You really have no idea who I am, do you?
Not a clue. No, should I?
Sorry, I'm confused. Are you fucking with us, or do you not know that you're an imposter?
That's... I mean...
I don't do great with subtext, so...
Right. I'll keep that in mind. It's funny that you should say that I'm an imposter, however.
I don't see how. But point withdrawn.
Mm-hmm.
Can I use my passive insight to determine whether or not she actually is an imposter?
You can roll an actual insight if you want to.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Ah, hold on. I
Emergency
almost rolled
meeting.
within the program. Hang on a sec. One moment.
I was following Amelia the whole time, and she didn't do any of the objectives. She stood by the leaf objective for like 5 minutes, and no one does that. And then the lights went out, and that's
That's a
suspicious.
15 all told.
15 all told? 15 while you're looking right at her. This is super difficult. Right now, you can see that she's very upright and imperious looking, but occasionally, as like, for instance, when Rathgurther interrupted her real quick and she got a little tiny bit flustered by that, it was almost like there was a completely different personality taking over for half a second. Like almost either she kind of dropped the facade for a moment or something else is going on.
All right.
If you're not staying for sandwiches or late tea, perhaps?
Oh, shut the fuck up.
I
Seriously?
have this lovely bit in my kitchen.
You mean my kitchen?
Well,
My
the labels
house.
on the tea tins were in my name, you see.
You know, I've been waiting for this for like a fucking year. And I knew it was gonna piss me off looking at myself like this. And I think I'm ready for you to stop talking. And I'm just gonna run at her.
Oh, okay. Well, then we're going to start combat immediately. Let's change. Do I want... What kind of vibe we want here? I do like the kind of slow evil sound, but like maybe we do... this isn't bad. No, hold on. That's not it. No, that's bad. That's wrong. That's wrong. Stop. No, that's the wrong thing. Here we go. 1 second. Here we go. That'll work. All right. Let's do... Yeah, it's okay. It's not the best, but I'll take it. Let's do some initiative, everybody. Cool.
13 for me.
Maldris got really good.
I rolled a 17.
You know, that's what I forgot to do at the top of the game. I forgot to tell everybody that poor Jinx is feeling under the weather, and that's why she's not joining us. I said it literally a few minutes before we came live, and that's why I forgot to do it in the opening. I apologize. That's where Jinx is. I am playing Maldris today, so. So sorry, who got 25 to 20?
I got 20.
20? Nice. Who got 20 to 15?
Me.
Vernon. Who got 15 to 10?
13.
That just leaves Tim and Sparks. Hang on a second. Where's Amelia? Oh, that's not bad. Amelia
I
gets
got a
to go.
9.
What did Vernon get? Exactly?
17.
17? Okay, you do go before Amelia. Well, wonderful. Seeing you go first, Maldris doesn't even hesitate. They're going to throw at least one knife, probably two. Hiya, they say. Although that's not what they say because they have never said that in their lives.
I'm pretty sure I've heard them say it in passing.
Lord, a 24 absolutely hits. And then I'm just going to throw a second one because why not? And then a 10 unfortunately does not hit. But the first one, absolutely. They're so sharp. Ow, 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 ow. 24. Ow, 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 ow. It's got so many points.
Don't grip it so hard. Jeez.
But I have to. Let's see here. That. And then what's your? Aha. 3d6, huh? 14. And that is 15 damage right off the bat to Amelia from the knife.
She's looking like real hurt, right?
Right?
No, unfortunately.
Right?
No.
Please.
And then Maldris is going to take the opportunity to move all the way over here. That's Girther.
I would like to try and cast Hold Person on Fake Amelia.
Go.
So that's a DC 14 with save, please.
Is Dave coming at you? That is a 22.
Fucking boo! What the fuck?
You know,
Sorry.
some stuff is hard sometimes.
Yeah.
It's a difficult thing to make someone sit still by playing music. So maybe don't judge. I will thusly use my bonus action to bardically inspire. Wait, hold on. Do I have any bardic inspiration remaining? Why is this not more obvious on the page?
Actions, bonus action, bardic inspiration. You have 3.
Yes, then I will give one to Maldris. There it is. Okay, yes.
Perfect.
So she
Maldris
gets
is inspired.
D8 on.
Absolutely.
I didn't mean to
Got it.
roll that. Yeah, but yeah.
Nope.
To
I'll
use it
remember.
her ledger.
All righty. That means it's Vernon's turn.
Oh
Unless you
yeah,
wanted
here
to
we go.
move somewhere, Rathgirther. Pardon me. I forgot. Nope. Cool. Sorry, Vernon. You can go ahead.
No, it's okay. Okay, so what Vernon then is going to do is he's going to attempt to cast Hex
Sure.
on to Amelia. So
Now, I
I'm gonna do
believe
that.
you're casting Hex just casts it, right? Or do I gotta save?
No, I think it is just cast. I'm reading it right now. I don't see any like
It should just be a cast.
saving
Yeah.
thing. Yeah. So that's 1d6 necrotic damage, I think.
And no, every
Whatever
time
the
you do
Reaper is.
damage, every time you do damage to her, you will do 1d6 extra necrotic. Is what
Oh, okay.
happens.
Then I'll just erase this roll. It doesn't matter then.
Yeah.
So I've hexed her. And then I think I'm going to try to like just move out of the way just a little bit, just about 15 feet this way. Sounds about good to me. There we go.
Wonderful.
Just because
That's
I
it?
don't want to get hit. That's it. Oh,
Amelia's turn. Lovely of you all to say so, clustered. And she begins spinning up a fireball in her hands, and she throws it.
Fuck.
I am going.
Hey, I'm gonna use silvery barbs.
Yeah!
Barbs, beautiful. Okay, so silvery barbs, because Amelia doesn't actually fire the fireball, it's a dex save on everyone else's part. I don't know how silvery barbs work on this one. Let me double check. But that's a very good idea. Let me see if I can find where silvery barbs is.
Maybe it fucks her up so bad that she misfires, and then we all rush in, and none of us get hit, and everything's great.
We'll just beat her up.
Where's silvery barb? That's weird. Why can't I find her silvery barb?
It's under the first level spells. I don't know. Yep.
Just as a reminder, don't we all still have our
there it is.
amulets?
For fire resistance?
I don't,
Yeah.
but I already have fire resistance.
Mhm.
Well,
So yeah.
You're better than all of us, okay? But the rest of us, I believe, still have our amulets.
Yeah, I don't see that.
Steal
on
a
me,
devil's
but I probably
body.
do.
You get some perks.
Yeah. Okay, so unfortunately, silvery barbs doesn't work on things that you guys have to save from, so that helps her there. You could still use it to give an extra, give advantage to somebody else next turn if you want, but it won't distract her from this fireball.
Can I just hold on to it until she actually casts the fireball?
Well,
No,
she's casting the fireball now.
Yeah, she's casting the fireball right now.
Oh, okay. I thought she was preparing it. My
Sorry.
mistake. Okay, in that case, I'm going to give it on over to Emery.
Well, I'm still casting
If
with
that's
Amelia.
possible. I don't know. I don't fucking know.
It's fine.
Dude.
I got you. Don't worry about it. I understand. D&D is a weird game.
You
full
could
of-
still give her disadvantage, and then next time she has to roll to do something, she gets disadvantage. Maybe.
Okay.
It's on the specific action that she is doing currently.
I wasn't sure how it worked, but
yeah, unfortunately.
Oh.
So she's gonna fire it at Sparks, and it's going to be a 20-foot range. Ooh, I think she's gonna move first, actually. It's a 20-foot explosion radius here. Yeah, she's gonna back up. She's gonna back right up. 20 feet, and then she's gonna hurl that fireball. What? 3. There we are. Boink. Sorry, it'll be on Sparks. My bad. Wah. And it is a 20-foot radius, which means everyone in that bubble has to roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw.
Which is everybody
Why did I
here
roll on
except for
that again?
Maldris.
Oh my god.
Oh no, that's a 4.
I rolled a 3. I forgot that I'm not supposed to roll in the program.
That is true. You're not allowed to roll in the program. In fact, you should roll again. Yeah.
Oh, in that case, it's a 20. It's a 19. I lied. I can't do basic math.
17 for Tim, 12 for Sparks.
Okay.
18.
4.
Oh, so it looks like. And sorry, Vernon, what'd you get?
19.
19. Okay. Everyone except for Sparks and Emery takes half damage, and half again considering all your amulets. So give me a moment.
I still take half damage because I'm fire resistant, though.
Exactly. Yeah.
Same for Sparks.
I just roll 8 6 here. Fireball. Oh, there's some ones in there. I don't like that. 35. Right. Let's see here. 35 halved is 17 because I round down. No, wait. Yeah, it's 17. Yeah. It's 17, and then everyone except for Sparks takes half again. So 8. Everyone takes 8. Sparks takes 17.
Damn.
Well, I also take 17 because I didn't
Sorry?
dodge.
You didn't dodge, but you have
dodge.
your own resistance, right? So you get
Yeah,
half again regardless.
Yeah. Well, no, because I did not dodge, but I do have the fire resistance.
Oh, right. Yes,
So
you do. So you take
once.
17. That's right. Yeah.
I mean, listen, if you only want to give me 7 damage, I'll take it.
God. Listen, guys, resistance is stacked on resistances is hard. So yeah, Sparks and Emery both take 17 damage from a big fireball. And it's loud.
I'm running straight through it. I don't care.
Mm-hmm. And
Point of order. I am at 16 out of 33.
beautiful. Speaking of which, Emery.
Yep.
Your turn.
Free action. I am screaming. I just running through this fireball. Flames are just coming off of me now. I'm imagining, and I'm just as I'm running and trying to catch up to her. I'm just yelling, "My name is Amelia von Arsolenne. I want my life back and I want my body back. You fucked up son of a bitch!" And I'm just rushing her with my knives, with my swords.
Zoom. She's zooming.
I'm fucking zooming.
It's the anime moment.
Yup, here I fucking go. And I would like to just hit her as many times as I can.
Go for it. Okay. Let's count them up for attack.
Sword.
Yeah.
Okay, well the first one's a nat 1.
Okay.
So
Well, that's
not
unfortunate.
Good.
No.
The second one's a nat 20 though.
A nat 20. Beautiful. For that attack specifically, she's going to use her reaction to create a step backwards out of an illusory duplicate and just have that take that damage. That 20 is nullified.
The fuck? So I don't get to roll damage at all?
Not for that 20.
Well, those were my 2 attacks though.
That's true. You can still use your bonus action to attack. You can also use your action surge, I believe, if you still have it.
Bonus I do have action surge, actually. Thank you. I've not played a fighter in so long.
Mm-hmm.
A bonus action is a 24 to hit.
24 does hit. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Would shield get me out of this? Hold on. How much does shield give again? Give me a second. I should have had this up and running. That's my bad.
I have that spell. I can check 1 sec.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Shield.
+5.
+5 to AC, yeah.
No, it wouldn't stop you from hitting
I was about
her
to
with a
say,
24.
she does not have a 19 AC.
No, she does not. Yeah, so yeah, that absolutely hits her.
Yeah, okay, so that'll do... Oh gosh, I gotta get back to my shit. Woo, 9 piercing damage.
9 more damage.
And
does
then
the hex add onto that?
I am gonna use... Where's my action surge? Yeah, I'm gonna use my action surge because fuck this bitch. Hit her again. Yes, that's another 24 to hit with my main hand weapon this time.
Okay, got it.
And that is... Woo, I'm rolling good on this damage. That's another 10 damage.
Jesus. Okay.
And then, yeah, I get 2 attacks per action. So that's the second attack for my action surge is a 26 to hit. And that's gonna fucking do 6 damage.
6 damage? Okay.
Yeah. And that's my fucking turn.
Okay. All right. Can you roll me a d4?
Hang on. Action surge. No, I used my bonus action already. Never mind. D4, you said?
Yep.
Oh, I like that. That's not ominous at all. 3.
3?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You hit her, you see her breaking her focus as though she was holding a spell. And her turn order changes to immediately after yours. This is her new turn order.
Huh?
This is going to be a normal fight.
Huh? Huh?
You like unleash this barrage of attacks on her, and she starts like she throws out her illusory double. She like sidesteps. She tries to raise a shield, realizes it doesn't work, stops, and just takes a whole barrage of attacks. And you have her on the back foot, and she like goes, "Zale, now!" And then immediately her whole body like changes the way it's arranged. Almost, she hunches her shoulders. She starts tensing more. Finally, and she takes out 2 blades from nowhere. They like summoned weapons essentially, and she begins to, on her turn now, attack you, and she is going to action surge immediately.
Oh, good. Does she still look the same? What did this
She
thing
still
that
looks
she
the
did?
same. She still looks like Amelia. It's just her whole demeanor has changed. Nope. 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 God damn it.
I
Wait,
love this
that
for
might do
me.
That might do it. Does a 21 hit you?
A 21 does. If that's
Yeah.
the only thing, yeah, the one.
Perfect. You're gonna take 13 piercing damage as one of the weapons comes at you, and then because he actually manages to hit once, he's gonna use his secondary attack that he gets access to after he does this, where he spins around and clocks you in the head. Unfortunately, I don't think that hits either. Does a 16 hit you?
No, my AC is 17.
Boom. He goes
I'm
for
at 3
like,
HP, by the way.
He whips around and goes for a pommel strike, and nothing happens. And then he's going to use his bonus action to second wind, and he is going to give himself back. I believe it's a D10.
Himself?
Who is he?
Who?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I'm worrying.
I'm at 3 HP, by the way.
Tim Tam.
I got you. It's good. Okay. Okay. Oh, jeez. Do I have enough speed? Oh, I don't think I do. To get to Emery. What if I start from here? Nope.
What if Rathgurther
Mm,
was to use her turn in a couple of turns and throw you?
No.
That wouldn't work.
Fine. Okay, so what I'm gonna do actually is Sparks is gonna go first. Sparks is going to use his action to repair himself. So that is 2d8 plus 3. 2d8. Okay, that's a 2 plus 6 is 8 plus 3 is 11. That is 11 hit points back to Sparks.
Oh, that's good.
He is now at 27. And then what he's going to do with his speed is actually move. Let's make sure I can do it. Yeah, he's a speed of 40. He's going to move to be flanking with Emery. Flanking with Emery? Yes, flanking with Emery.
Yeah.
I was deciding whether I wanted him to be in melee with her so that he could block attacks or be flanking. So that's Sparks. What Tim is going to do is...
If you have a health potion, you could throw it, just like in a video game RPG that will remain nameless.
How it works. All of my healing things are touch, and I am slow and small, and I cannot reach you.
Mm-mm.
So what
I do still have my second wind, so I can get a little bit of HP back.
Yeah. I think what I'm going to do is actually run up. Yeah, fuck it. Run up. Actually, this way.
You can do another fireball. We want to spread out.
Yeah. Is my speed? Oh, my speed is 25. Gonna run up this way and just be there. And shoot my crossbow at her.
Oh.
Because that's all that I can do, I believe, at range. Well, no, I want to save my spell slots. Okay. That's a 24 to hit.
24?
Mm-hmm.
That hits this particular Amelia.
I don't like the way you said that.
That is 8 points of damage as I scream and shoot this asshole who hurt my dog and my friend. And that is it.
Okay. Roll a d4 for me.
No, I don't want to do that, actually. That's a 1.
You are spared from another change. Are you finished?
Yes.
Aldris's turn. Aldris doesn't like this. Keeping wisely afar, they're going to throw another 2, and they have a d8 to add to that. Let's see. First one. Actually, I'll use the bardic if something fails. Oh, never mind. That's a 19. That one hit. Second one, though. That one might hit with this, and I've rolled an 8. That's beautiful. That bardic coming in clutch. Let's see here. That's 17. That actually hits with an 18, just barely, though. And then let's see here. That's where's Mal? It's piece of that and 2d4. 1, 8 plus 6, 14, and no, wait, yes, 14 plus 22, 25 damage to start off with, which makes this, let's see here, 5 is, and in addition to that, their two spiritual companions notice that they can use an ability they would only normally be able to use in the presence of multiple enemies, and she does they do a further 2d6 damage as both the companions fly out and recurse upon the target, dealing
shit.
9 more damage with Wails from the Grave. Amelia is starting to look a little haggard. Rathgurther. Oh, wait, I'm so sorry. Before you begin, I forgot. I just did some damage. Gotta roll a d4. Doesn't mind. You're fine. You're all good. You can go.
Okay. Cool. That was cool. How far am I from Emery?
36 feet.
Yeah, I'm just not fast enough. I'm going to make my way over there. And then I guess...
Oh, hi!
Hey, what's up? Don't have a lot of... You know what? I'll throw out a vicious mockery.
Oh.
Let's go.
I just
Oh,
kind
she
of look her up
sucks.
and down and I say, you should really learn to be yourself.
Woo!
Ooh.
What's she got to roll?
DC 14.
14?
With
Wisdom?
save, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
This Amelia is not very good at wisdom. Oh, but they rolled a 19 though. Minus 2. So it's unfortunately still beats it, I think. With a 17. It's a shame. Vicious Mockery is very good.
Yep. Cool. Then I will bardically inspire Emery.
Thank you.
Okay.
Just with a hearty thumbs up.
Rathgurther coming in like an anime mentor. You should really be yourself more. Ding!
Ding!
Might as well have the All Might face on.
Mhm.
If that's all you're doing, or you're able to do, pardon me, then we can switch over to Vernon. Speaking of which,
Okay,
Mr.
so
Fleming.
Mr. Fleming. So what I think I'm going to do right now, my initial move, is Vernon sees that Emery's kind of having a bad time of it, and also this other character looks like they're having a had bad time of it. So what Vernon's going to do is he's going to move up about here, and I'm going to cast Mind Sliver,
Ooh.
which requires an
that's-
intelligence check of 15 or above.
Oh, don't do intelligence on this, Amelia. No. Fine. Okay. Hold on. What was the limit? Because it's not good.
15.
No. I finally rolled something real bad. I rolled a 12, and there's no
All right.
pluses to intelligence on this guy. So
So she takes 2d6 damage, which I just rolled. I rolled 2 fucking 6s, guys.
No!
And then you add on the d6 from Hex, right?
Yeah, and
Or
then you add
the-
another
what is
d6 from Hex. Yeah.
Damn.
Let's go!
That's a 3, so that's
Sure,
like
sure.
15 all told.
And I believe with that they have disadvantage on the next one, or is that no? I'm thinking of Vicious Mockery.
Yeah, I think so.
But at least you know their location if they're within a certain radius of you for the next little bit.
And then I would like to use my bonus action and cast Healing Word on Emery.
There you go.
I'm going to cast it at a 2nd level, so that's going to be my last packed slot, but that's okay. It's worthwhile. So that's going to be 2d4 plus 4. So let me just grab my d4s.
Sorry, I should have came prepared. I definitely knew what I was doing ahead of time.
That's a 3 and a 4 plus 4. So 7 plus 4 is what, 11?
11.
All right, you get 11 HP.
Thank you!
You're welcome.
Yeah, I think everyone is a little bit hangry right now and can use to kind of get some calories to. She offered sandwiches earlier.
Yeah.
Out of the mood for knowing her, they're probably fucking poisoned. So I mean,
Vernon, could you roll me a d4?
Of course, I just did.
Not for
That's
damage.
a 3.
A 3.
Mm-hmm.
Could you roll that again for me?
Sure. That's a 4.
4. Let do. Okay. All right. Once again, you see Amelia kind of shudder a little bit, and she kind of like snarls and goes, "No, I wasn't done yet." And then she immediately kind of like curls in on herself and is like, "But I think I could be of more use here," and that's a new person. And her order has changed permanently to right after Vernon.
Cool.
great.
All right.
Love that for me.
Emery, give me a wisdom saving throw. See if we play.
Oh, we all know that I'm so good at those. Oh, dice, please don't fuck me. Please don't fuck me. Please don't fuck me. It's a 7. When will I ever roll good on my fucking wisdom saves? Never. Never in this whole game.
This person gets, while you're whirling, she takes over.
Well, wait, I have Bardic Inspiration, right?
You do.
I was going to say I could also, but yeah, go ahead.
It's okay. But you do have Bardic Inspiration earlier from.
And I use that here because I am scared. How much is it? Is it a D6 or a D8?
It's a D8.
D8.
Yeah.
This is a D8. I had the right dice in the beginning. That's an additional 3, so that's a 10.
I'm afraid not. That's not gonna do it.
You're telling me my thumbs up isn't gonna save her? That's crazy.
The Deus Ex thumbs up.
Very quickly, this person acting in this different way, just kind of begins making somatic components for a spell, and it throws you off because they were just literally attacking you with weaponry in a very feral manner. And they cast Dominate Person. And she moves in close and she says, "Give me some time while I escape." And you have been told to attack your friend.
No.
Then she is going to use her bonus action to disengage, and she is going to run over 30 feet this way.
Fucking get her.
Emery, you are charmed. The person giving you the order has requested you attack your allies. The closest ally is Sparks, but you are well aware of your faculties, knowing who is more dangerous in this instance, so you can attack whoever you wish. Incidentally,
Don't
being as low
come
a
at-
health as you are right now, I would normally have made you roll. However, for some reason, your anger hasn't boiled over.
I was about to say I should have definitely have rolled by now. What the fuck? Where's my soul hole? I guess I'm glad I'm not going to use it on my friends, but I mean, yeah. So I'm glad I used up all my hits on my previous turn because I guess I mean Sparks is the closest, and that is the direction I was facing. We can fix Sparks; he'll be fine.
Who do you think Emery? If Emery had to fight the party for real, who do you think she'd attack?
Herself, probably. Like, I mean, I'm the most dangerous person here.
Oh, I think there are several people who would say otherwise. Because as
I don't
much
know
as
if you
I
saw how
don't,
many sixes Vernon rolled earlier.
yeah, exactly. Like Vernon is throwing out very powerful spells. Obviously, Tim is able to keep a lot of things going, and she controls Sparks. Rathgurther obviously has a much better sword now and can do a lot more things with it. And obviously Maldris is a huge threat. So
yeah, Maldris is also behind me though. I'm thinking like if I was facing in this direction, if I can turn myself. How do I?
you're not being mindless here. You were asked to defend this person from your friend. And you Emery would want to do this to her best capability.
I mean, she still kind of doesn't like Vernon. She's still like, he's on thin ice.
Well, he did just do
You can also
ton
spread
of
your
damage.
attacks out too.
Yeah, I guess that's
I,
also true.
I had a question, but I'll save it for right now.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna like maybe I'll do one at Sparks and then like run around. Well, you know, maybe I won't hit. Maybe this is just fucking with me too much. That was almost a nat 20. That is a 2. To hit Sparks, that's a 9 total.
Okay.
I am and then I guess I'll go and like just keep running, just doing a sweep. I guess I'll go
Attack
at
of
Vernon.
opportunity.
Okay.
From
Oh,
Sparks.
Go for
good
it.
point. If I take damage, do I get to reroll? Dominate person. I think that's how it works.
Hold on. I don't think so in this case because you're supposed to kind of make people attack each other with a spell, but let me see.
That's a 9.
Nope. Each time you take damage, yeah, you can do that. But if it was a
Yeah,
9, unfortunately.
Yeah.
That was a 9.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, that's not gonna hit. Okay, then in that case, I'm gonna run over to Vernon next, I guess, because I'm fucking sweeping. I look at me swooping. Oh no!
Uh-oh.
Hi. How's it going?
Oh no! Oh, there she is.
Hi, you guys disappeared for a second.
You disappeared
Zoe's
for a
gone
minute.
still. Oh.
So he's still here. You're good.
Okay, well. Okay. Oh no, that one's a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna hit. I had a question though that I might want to drop now.
What's up?
Which is, can Vernon use Mask of 1,000 Faces and turn into Amelia?
As a
Like,
reaction?
Before? Yeah. I feel like that's not a thing, but I just thought, you know.
It's not,
I
but it
could
is
be
very
like, hey, what are you
clever, and
doing?
you know I like clever things.
Rule of cool.
Mm-hmm.
I say yes. As a reaction, you can see her coming and turn into Amelia. Star, can you make me an insight check?
Oh, my insight's real bad.
This is gonna be a nat 20. Watch.
Yeah, Vernon, roll me a deception check. Oh, 6? No,
Deception
never
check?
mind. Vernon, no, there's no world where you
Oh,
fail
shit,
a
I
6 deception
I
check.
actually have a +7 to deception.
Yeah,
so I don't
there's
know why.
no world.
Even the D&D to Beyond dice, like.
Yeah, so you run towards Vernon, and Vernon is suddenly revealed as Amelia, and then you go, oh my god, it's Amelia, I can't attack that. So you move onwards.
Can I just say
just
that I
like,
whiffed
"Hey,
my
you're
attack
running
that I
away."
rolled a 22 on, and I just
I
because it's like,
am
oh, I don't want to attack
afraid-
you. And
I'm afraid that does
Oh.
not use up that attack.
then I mean, Tim would be next in my sights, though.
Wow, really just laying it on thick on me today. Oh no, she's gone again.
Something's up with 4 stars internet. No, you're fine.
I see everybody still, so
Hi.
Yeah, she is.
The strain you
struggling.
see was too much for
The
Emery to
tension.
bear.
I'm so
Mhm.
nervous. I'm so afraid.
Mm. Here.
man, I wish I could use this guy's self on other people because then I would just make Amelia turn into Vernon.
That'd be funny. Forcibly.
Oh, she's back.
On.
Hey,
Hello.
I love connection issues. But yeah, so I guess do I still use that 22 to hit on
In the spirit of what Vernon was attempting to do, I think it would be fine for you to re-roll that 22.
reroll? Oh, yes, that's another 9.
Okay. You can attack Rathgurther without moving from here.
That's my 2 attacks.
Your bonus action.
Oh. I'm rolling with the D&D Beyond dice. Hopefully they screw me over. That's a 18 though.
18 hits.
Wow, this is not the first time you've hit Rathgurther in the middle of a fight.
Yeah, no, and that's an 8 damage.
I think though there's like a story here, you know,
Mhm.
that like when Emery is brainwashed and she tries to attack all of her friends, there's like something inside her that pulls back at the last minute. And then when it's time to attack Rathgurther, she just like lets it rip.
Yeah. And then I'll put you over here on your attempt to get towards Maldris. Tim, I suppose you would get an attack of opportunity.
I will not be taking it.
You try to trip me.
All right. And are you sure you don't have any action surges?
I already used it. I used
Okay.
it on my previous turn. I only get
Perfect.
1 per short rest. I do want to do my second win though.
Sure.
Which will get me some health back. It's a D10 plus 5. Where's my D10? Yeah, I have so many dice that are not D10s. Oh, good. That's a 1. So I get 6 HP back. That's fine. That's
Woo.
better than. That's literally the worst it could have been. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
All right. Tim,
Mm-hmm.
your turn.
DM, I have a question.
Yes.
Sparks follows Tim's commands,
Mm-hmm.
but we all know that he's sort of developing his own whatever it is that he has going on. How independent is he?
That is a very good question. Would you like to test the limits of that?
Because Tim wants him to continue after Amelia, but if he sees Tim getting attacked, would he disobey that?
His primary programming is to defend you.
Mm-hmm.
You know you built that into him.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what he'll do if you tell him to do something else.
Can he, through inaction, allow Tim Tam to be harmed?
Yes, but only Will Smith.
If he were at train tracks and there was a trolley coming,
And on one of the tracks, Tim was just chilling, and on the other track,
yeah.
Something bad was happening.
Something bad.
Well, then I think I'm gonna wait if I'm allowed. I would like to wait to handle Tim Tam until after I ask Sparks to keep going after Amelia and see whether he listens.
Okay. That's easy enough. What about the rest of your turn?
If he goes after, well, I think Tim would do the same thing regardless. Tim is going to go up to Emery. I don't know if this is gonna work. Maybe it'll work. Who fucking knows? I would like to cast heroism on Emery.
Ooh.
Okay.
To try and bring her back out of this and remind her that she is our friend. A willing creature. Would she be a willing creature?
Not right now. She's not.
Fuck. Well, does the spell cast regardless?
What is it?
Heroism. Does it just go off and fail, or does it not even cast at all?
I mean, you could, I suppose.
I mean, it's fine if I need to spend the spell slot. It's
Yeah, I don't think that would work. I don't think you can force heroism on somebody who doesn't want it.
yeah.
And there's not really time to go, this will literally not hurt you. Please accept it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
As a bit of flavor, maybe if we're trying to figure this out, she would definitely still have that little magic rock that Tim made her. She would have both of them probably just in her pocket. And that has helped her come out of the soul hole nonsense before.
oh yeah. Can I use my action to like reset the sound off?
Reset the
You
sound
could also
off?
just kick me in the knees and then I'd get to
Oh, yeah.
re-roll.
Or that. Yeah, but I don't want to hurt you.
I'll do it.
An unarmed strike would do like 1 HP.
That's
Sure.
Kick me in the
true.
shins.
Can I like shake her really hard and do damage that way?
You could do an unarmed attack.
Okay,
You
that
could
is what I will
also
do.
say you're gonna like pinch her or something like that because that seems
Mhm.
like a Tim thing to do. I guess.
Jesus
I don't know.
Christ, that's an 11.
No.
Yeah.
Unfortunately not.
Yep,
no.
that's it. That's it. All my cool ideas fail.
Beautiful. And
What does
Sparks,
Sparks do?
on Sparks' turn,
Mhm.
Sparks runs after Amelia.
Yes.
What's Sparks' range?
Yes.
40 feet.
Go for it. You're still,
Uh,
you're still in
dog.
command.
Okay.
Bork, bork, bork.
So, yes, he will be going
Oh,
up
wow.
to her.
Mhm.
And force empowered rend. I need to roll a
Hey, that's not cool.
D20. That's a 17.
17.
Yes.
Shield.
Is dominate person a concentration spell?
It is, but shield is not.
Yeah, shield's just a reaction. Cool. Well, that's it.
Well, now she'll take an opportunity attack if she tries to run again.
Yep.
Meldris's turn. Meldris sees what's going on over there. Meldris is going to go between the both of you. And one dagger is going into Amelia, and the offhand dagger is going to go into Emery to try and break whatever's going on here. Let's match these dice. First
Maybe
shot.
hit Amelia first, see if we can break in concentration.
That's a 1 on Amelia. Although that is an 18 to hit you.
Yeah, AC 17.
That would
Although I get
be 6 damage to you.
Oh, that's my actions, or that's my fucking healing that I just gave myself down again.
And they will not be using their sneak attack, even though they could.
But I get to reroll my fucking wisdom, please, for the love of God. I always fail my fucking wisdom rolls. For once in my life, can I get a good roll? That's like cocked weirdly. It's either a 19 or a 1. I'm gonna reroll.
Go for
You
it.
always fail your wisdom rolls, you say.
Yes.
Yep.
No, it's a
That's-
fucking 6.
Right? Right? I cannot wait for whatever shenanigans is going through people's brains. Speaking of which, unfortunately, Emery, you did not break free from the dominate person. That was Meldris's turn. Wrathgirther.
I'm going to take Star at her word that she always fails her wisdom saves and cast Hold Person on Emery.
Nice.
Watch this be the one time I fucking win. Oh god, no! I'm gonna use the fuck 8.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
Emery is
I
held.
she
Is hold. Is
in place.
hold.
held in place, baby.
Right.
You are paralyzed for the duration. At the end of each turn, the target can make another wisdom saving throw. On a success, the spell ends on the target. And I want it clear that Wrathgirther holds her holds her steady and goes, "Easy, big fella."
My horse.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
So
Jesus.
yes, Emery is stuck in a very unflattering pose with an unflattering facial expression, and is held.
He's
Yeah.
old.
Now, if you really want to, you could take the opportunity to get an automatic critical hit on her anytime you'd like, but that's
I don't have an attack. I just did my action.
just if someone's looking for revenge or something.
We should
Is there anything else you want to do?
grouped up. She might do a fireball.
That's
You
true.
should move.
You can move wherever you like. You don't have to be right next to her to maintain that spell.
Oh, I know.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm out of here. Now, how do you know how far you're moving?
If you hit M for marriage, you'll see there is an option called 4 on there, and that's a toggleable. So what that'll do is from now on, if you pick up your character and move it around, there will be a little line attached to it, like this one.
Mhm. That's very Baldur's Gate.
Mhm.
I mean, game that will not be mentioned.
Not sponsored.
Other
yeah,
games
sponsor
are
us.
available. Whoop.
Nice.
And that's me.
Easy peasy. It is Vernon's turn.
Okay, so what I want to do as a warlock, one of the things that we use the most is the Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch
So
Blast.
what I want to do,
I start blasting?
I'm going to start blasting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close in. What's my speed again? 30 feet. All right, so I'm going to go right about here. Right about here. Right
about
here.
there? What about
Yeah,
there?
Right about there. Right about there. Hold on a sec. Can I turn myself? No, I can't. Okay.
Yep, you can hold
So
alt
what
if
I
you
would
want
like to do is blast. Just start blasting. Let's do that. And so that's going to be an 11 plus 9, so that's a dirty 20.
The dirty 20. Shield would still be active for her for this thing, so that 20 just meets it actually. So you do hit her.
Let's
Anyway.
go.
Awesome. Okay. So I'd like to cast the first beam. Hold on a sec. I gotta get a D10. Yeah. I don't remember which one the D10 is. I'm just gonna roll in here because I don't feel like it. Okay. All right. That's gonna be 5 damage on the first one.
5 plus your hex.
Plus my hex. Yes. So that's what is it? D6.
Yep.
Plus 2, so 7.
7 damage. Gotcha.
And then the second one, I'm going to do. I guess I got to roll the D10 again. So D10. Bloop. That's gonna be a 1 plus 4, so 5.
5. Perfect.
Plot twist. I would like to use that 5 damage on Emery.
Ha.
Oh. Fun.
Wait, I'm Emery.
So I can fucking roll.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you take 5 damage, but yeah.
That way
Okay,
nobody's
well, I'm at-
close to you. And
I'm at 9 now.
sorry.
No.
And we are spared from another change as well. So
Am I not? Can I?
what's up, buddy?
Never mind. It's not a bonus action. I was gonna say, can I give like bardic inspiration? But I would have had to do that before. So
How are you able to do that, by the way? You're a warlock.
I took a level in bard.
Okay.
For shits and giggles.
Just for fun.
Maybe I'll take a
love
level in warlock. We'll see.
You fucking should. It's pretty cool.
It would be amazing, actually.
We're just Eldritch
We're
Blast.
like, oh, I see. We're just copying each other now. Fine, I'm gonna make a pact with some eldritch being.
Yeah,
Go
Grab
find a
the
giant
nearest fey
lobster in
creature.
the swamp.
Yeah, exactly.
exactly.
Are you magical? Give me power.
I think that's it.
On the contract, the reason for signing bargain, spite.
Yeah.
Isn't
God,
that
that'd be so
usually
perfect. Some devil should just show up right now and be like, so, I heard you have spite.
Hello, it is me. The big lobster. Click on that.
It is now Amelia's turn. Amelia doesn't like the doggo, but there's not much they can do about that right now. They're gonna turn over to Maldris because they can see what Maldris is doing over there. And let me see here. This is also not a concentration. I don't think. Actually, it is a concentration, but that's fine. Don't worry about it because her other target is now being held, so that doesn't matter. They're gonna drop concentration on Emery, and they're going to cast suggestion on Maldris. Maldris has to roll wisdom saving throw. Where's Maldris?
Hope they rolled better than me.
They did not.
No.
What's Maldris's wisdom saving throw look like? No, well, I mean, it's not terrible actually. It's pretty decent. Well, okay, maybe no, it's not, but it's not the worst. Unfortunately, Maldris fails. Not by a whole lot though, to be fair. So Amelia turns.
Don't they still have Bardic Inspiration?
No, they use that up on an attack. And they turn to Maldris and they go, walk west. And Maldris begins walking west for the duration of the spell, which is 8 hours. And then she's going to use her bonus action to disengage. And she is going to run 30 feet. Emery, you are held. I believe at the end of your turn, you can make a wisdom saving throw.
16! Thank God! For once in my life, I rolled.
You didn't want to.
Does the
now
16...
you're a threat to us again.
Nope.
No, I'm not, because I broke the. I'm not. She dropped concentration. I'm not dominated anymore.
Oh, okay. Well, then I would have just let you go.
Well,
yeah,
you wouldn't
I know,
have
but
known.
still.
You had to go back to your turn anyway. But it was 16 the number she had to beat for your spell?
Hold for is hold.
14.
14, perfect. Yeah, 16. You at the end of your turn, which I believe it is, you break out of the hold. No problem. You are once again yourself. Your mind is your own.
Okay.
You unfortunately can't do anything else.
Can I scream?
You can scream.
I'm gonna yell at Amelia. Come back here and face me, you coward!
Shan't. Tim, it's your turn.
Yep. What I'm gonna do, honestly, oh, it's only 30 feet. Well, okay. First of all, I'm gonna have Sparks run up and
This
chomp.
dog.
This dog will not stop. Oh, Jesus Christ!
What's up?
That's a 9.
No, I'm afraid not. A regular mage armor takes that.
Isn't this like a fucking like superpower dog? Why can he just hit? Actually, can we just decide that he hits? Okay, so what Tim is gonna do is run. I don't think that's gonna do it. I
am at 9 HP. I would love it. I know that you don't have to.
No, it's fine.
Out comes the boo-boo blanket. Yeah,
Are you at 9 HP? Is everyone dying?
I mean, in theory.
I wouldn't say
okay.
I'm at 11.
I'm gonna
so
cure wounds
gonna
at
be
first
fine.
level on I almost said Amelia, on Emery. That's 8 hit points to you. And she just gives you a quick little like
high five.
You know, like she wraps up your like arm in a little bandage and gives it a little kiss. Goes, I'm glad that you're not mean anymore. Okay, bye. And is gonna do her 15 more feet.
She's the normal amount of mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Right. I am pleased with what is happening here. So no one did any damage to Amelia, which is great. Because Amelia doesn't have to check for concentration or anything, or change places, as it were. Maldris, however, gets to walk west. Let's see here. How far are they?
Yeah, can we do attacks of opportunity when they walk past?
I mean, if you want to attack your ally.
Can I just like trip Mal as they walk past?
Yeah, just do like a little,
Like a little unarmed attack, just
Uh-huh.
stop it.
Do you want to attempt to unarmed? Both of you would get the opportunity to if you want to. You'd be using your reactions for that, but yeah, you could.
Unarmed strike.
have
Well, okay,
reactions
let
for
me do
anything
it. Let me do it
else.
first. Let me do it first. Unarmed strike. 13.
Ooh,
Unfortunately, that's a no.
17.
A 17 is a yes.
Woo! That's 2 bludgeoning damage as I just shake them as they walk past, like, no, stop.
You know why I'm sad? Suggestion doesn't allow anybody to take wisdom saving throws again after it's been applied, which is really stupid strong. However, any amount of damage done to them ends the spell immediately. Maldris ends the spell right here.
Whew.
And while they were out of range at their max distance, they are now still within range to throw their daggers, and they are going to do so. At disadvantage, mind you, but still. Actually, they're going to take their bonus action to steady their aim instead and only take 1 shot, but at a regular shot. You have stopped the suggestion spell. Bravo. One of my favorite dirty tricks. I love the suggestion spell. It's my favorite. Ooh. That hit. That's a 24. All right, Maldris. Maldris is going to do the damage. What? That is 8 damage max on the die for the knife.
Sneak attack,
Yep.
because Sparks is right there.
And 13. That is 19. That is 21. And then the ghosties do their thing again because they can. 21, 26, and 32 damage from this one knife.
From 1? Holy shit.
Maldris is
Failed.
strong.
God
Brave.
damn.
Maldris is a badass.
Yeah.
Do they get the ghosty damage too?
That was the ghosty damage as well.
Okay.
Let's see here.
You
that
cut out for me for a
is-
second.
What was it again? 34, I said? No, 32.
32.
If you want to give it 34, that
Yeah, I'll take
34.
34.
But you know,
No,
Gotcha,
you
gotcha.
will not take 34.
Ooh. Oh.
I will accept 34 damage to this imposture.
Okay. Do I want this? Or do I want this?
You know, also like that's your body. Like if we fuck it up,
There are other
She
ways.
is-
I have
she is getting
higher
a bit
priorities
wrecked.
right now.
I have healing word.
At this point,
We have a
Emery is
boo-boo
just like
blanket.
so pissed off. Like fucking. I almost feel like she doesn't give a shit anymore. She is just like so fucking tired. She doesn't care if she takes her old body out. Like, fuck it. We'll see what happens. But mostly
Amelia-
she is focused on revenge, and that is it right now.
Amelia gets hit. She fails her save. Her posture changes again from kind of quiet and composed and into herself to upright and reserved. And the former says, Godfrey, we're a little bit in trouble here. And immediately changes their posture and goes, I've got this, don't worry. And it is Amelia's turn next. His turn order changes and to be permanently after Maldris. And the first thing he's gonna do is use a bonus action to Misty Step 30 feet away.
Fuck you.
No, why are there no windows at the back? This is why though they're on the sides. Of course they are. If there had been windows here, I would have done something really fun, actually.
And they're square too.
That's 40 feet. Can't do that. Listen. Oh, that is 30 feet. Okay. Yes. On their turn, they're going to go 30 feet. they are going to use a free action to start yelling for help as loudly as they can. And then looking at all of you, they're going to use their action to cast Word of Recall and disappear entirely.
But if Misty Step is a full spell, is that something that
It
they're allowed
was
to
an
do?
innate
Bonus action.
ability that they can cast once a day.
Good thing I'm still dressed as Amelia.
Yeah, I am still disguised as Amelia.
Oh, yes. Well, we'll do that in a minute. There has been lots of noise. You can already hear barking, shouts from somewhere. You're not sure. But
Let's
Amelia
pop on
is
that,
gone.
Fuck.
Are we out of initiative?
You're out of initiative.
Can
I'm just
Tim?
gonna pop on that circlet of. Actually, no. Yes, I will. No, I can't because I already used it. Fuck. I just went on a real roller coaster. I was gonna say I was gonna use the circlet of invisibility, but I can't.
Can Tim try to reopen the portal?
Yeah, can we get the circle open? That was going to be my next
You
thing.
can certainly try.
Yes.
Why don't you go ahead and run up and make an Arcana check to begin? You're going to have to sacrifice a spell slot. What do you have?
I'll have only one left, and it's first level, and I rolled a 22 for Arcana.
Your Arcana is good. You can burn that first level spell slot, but you're going to need more help than just that. You are out of mana. You are tapped. You need more spell slots to give.
I technically don't have second level spell slots, but I do have like my 2 spells available for second level. Burning Hands and
second
Flame
level?
Blade. That's not really, but I mean, like,
You need
I'm
the
out of
slots.
first level. Yeah,
It's the slots specifically.
I'm as I've mentioned, I'm flush with spell slots.
Yeah,
That's
Tim.
good.
She's just like shouting for help.
I just wanted to double check. You said it has to be a second level spell slot, or is it just?
It has to be. It would be great if
just
it was
a
second
spell
level.
slot?
Yeah,
would
a
take
single
less.
first level just didn't work.
Because
so.
I have a spell slot
I
remaining.
got third
so-
level spell slots, baby. Put me in, chief.
Put me in, coach.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
ready.
If you want to burn a third level, you'll pump this up right away.
Kablam.
The important thing is we just need them to not follow us.
Mhm.
Can we
yeah,
deactivate it after we
Sparks
get
is-
through?
I mean, there are ways to do that. Right. Let me close these because we don't need them anymore. You all let her escape, which is great.
Let is a choice.
Yeah, I was gonna say let's do it a little bit.
Fucking
lifted
word
here.
choice.
Not Rathgurther. Rathgurther was perfect.
Always is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you're setting up the circle. You pump the extra power into it. It goes off. You're ready to open up a portal. It is a little straining. You have tried to cast this spell 3 times today without actually knowing it. There's a little bit of arcane like frazzle to your brain with this. And even the extra, like, you have the juice. Everyone is pouring their bits into this. It is just a little hard to actually get the portal to open when you don't know the spell itself, right? Vernon, earlier you asked me if you believed you could open the portal if you could. And I was going to make you do that amid a wasted thing in combat, but this seems to be as good a time as any. Why don't you roll me a wisdom saving throw? Pardon me. Hold on. Charisma saving throw. I
Charisma
am
saving
not
throw?
that dumb. You actually cast with your charisma. You should
Okay.
use your charisma.
All right, that's gonna be a 13.
A 13 in total?
Mm-hmm. I'm glad that you told me to roll again because I rolled a nat 1 the first time. So
Wow. Yeah. It is not perfect, but, and you can feel like reality hedging in on what you want to do, but shakily, you summon up your will and you force the portal open with the cracking sound of glass at the edges. And the portal is open, but it might not be open for much longer.
All right,
Go,
everybody, let's
go,
go.
go. Running.
And all of you.
I just want to be clear so he doesn't do some DM bullshit. We're going to my uncle's house and not wherever Amelia came out of, right?
Yes.
That was absolutely the intent. That was where you were scheduled to go. That was where all the address was going.
Okay.
Hey,
I
you're
just wanted to
saying it
make sure.
weird.
I
I'm
feel like
saying
we're
it
gonna end
weird.
up at
Why I
the,
gotta
the
say it's
original
so
point
weird.
that was back in the place.
I didn't actually think that this might be a possibility. I need... Who was controlling the spell? Technically, Vernon was controlling the spell, but... Vernon and Tim, I want both of you to roll me an Arcana check.
Okay.
I'd want to see what you can come up with together.
So I
21.
rolled a 14 plus 4, which is 18.
So
Good.
an average of what, 19 and a half?
Very well. Very well. That's not bad. Where am I?
It's good.
But it's not good enough.
It is good. That's a high number, please.
That's very, very good.
Hey, don't do this to me.
Where's my set piece? I can't find it. I think this is it. Hold on. Chat's gonna get... No, that wasn't the right one. Well, listen. Chat, you know when you make a whole bunch of boards for stuff and then you fail to organize them properly?
I know all about that.
Is it Kildale? I don't think Kildale. It might be Kildale. You know what? Close enough. I'm gonna put you guys in here because this isn't the right place, but I'm gonna use it for a set piece so you folks don't have to just imagine nothing here. You all roll so well that I can't even shenaniganize you into another spot. There
Any one
is...
source less, huh?
I was gonna. There was a chance, but no, unfortunately, you are all safe and sound. Where you intended on going, which was the place you put your sister. And there's Tim. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. And Spark. Perfect. Okay. So, pardon me. So, you all are suddenly standing in bright sunlight filtered through thick trees. You are in the high forest. You can feel it. There's a lot of old ancient trees here, but you're in like this sort of like hunting lodge area. So there's not as thick a dense woods. There is a lot of different outbuildings used for various purposes. Emery, you immediately recognize this. You have been here before. This is your uncle's hunting lodge. The lodge itself is further down from the area you're at, so you're not quite there yet. But you come into existence, and there's a really old teleportation circle that has been here a long time at your feet. If you want to stop travel, you can simply destroy it.
Yeah, can I just like kick a few of the lines loose?
Absolutely. You can just wreck these lines. Some poor mage is going to have to probably redraw this whole circle because that's how these things work. And that it's going to take a year, but at the same time, you have disabled this particular circle. Unless someone knows a more specific teleportation spell, they can't get here.
If only we knew an artist to redraw these things.
Right. It takes a while for people who are non-artists, right, to draw a circle freehand. It takes a year. It just takes a year, folks. That's what happens when you're not an artist.
Yeah, it's like 1 degree of rotation per day.
Yeah,
it's true.
Very, very important. Very much, very much.
You could just use a compass also.
You use a really big magical compass. Probably. I would say so. It's one of those big plastic ones though, with the like red and yellow things that you used to get in your kids set. Absolutely.
You got to invent football first, and then they'll have like all of the tools to draw like new chalk things on the ground.
Right. Yeah. Good stuff, man. When they invent those chalk spreaders, it's gonna be stuff.
Yeah.
It's on a string. Yep. As you were traveling, both of you made very good Arcana checks. And Vernon, this isn't news to you. You're perfectly fine with how you travel between the planes. And so you're very used to this. Tim, you rolled so well. Teleportation usually happens in a split second. It's done. You're not usually aware of what goes on here, but because you had to get some extra planar help for this particular spell, as you are in between worlds, you are suddenly aware that you are sitting on the giant upstretched palm of a colossally sized Vernon floating in the deep astral sea. And he is just gently bringing you all over your destination before you pop out into where you are here.
That's
And you don't
normal.
have much time to dwell on that because, Emery, as you pop out, the very first thing is you see your sister just kind of like turning in circles, worrying right in front of you.
Hey, am I just like covered in blood now?
A little bit. The thing is, you're
Smoking.
disguised as Amelia, so
Don't
True.
worry, this is my blood.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Everyone's like injured and stuff.
You made me
And
bleed my own blood.
oh my god,
Well, in this case, the opponent also had her blood. Was my point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's technically both mine. Shit's weird right now. Yeah.
he's like, Nikki, what's going on?
Hey, kiddo. Hi. Sorry, got a little sidetracked. Are you okay? You're not hurt, are you? I'm just like kind of kneeling down and like kind of like holding onto her shoulders a little bit, like checking her over.
I mean, you come a little closer, but she backs off.
Okay, sorry. Well, I'm still disguised as Amelia, though.
I know.
Oh shit.
Call this your sister for now.
She says that out loud. Why are you backing away? I'm still disguised as Amelia.
No, I just.
Beep. I think we're at Uncle's house in the woods.
Yeah.
And
We've been here before. You recognize it, right?
yes, I think it's time. I demand you. What's going on?
That is a really, really long story, kid. Shit, I don't even know where to start.
You sound like my Amelia, but you haven't sounded like that in almost a year.
Yeah. I guess I haven't, huh? No. Nina, it's me. I know I've been gone for a bit. I tried to come back. Can I kind of I want to like, just so you know what I'm doing.
Mhm.
I'm trying to prove that this is really me by calling on some kind of story that only
Sure.
she and I would know from like our childhoods.
Absolutely.
So it's like, so when you and I were real little, you were only like 5 years old. There was one night there was a really bad storm. Do you remember?
There were lots of bad storms.
This one was really bad. And I remember you came into my room because you were scared that the walls were going to cave in. And we sat and we made a little pillow fort next to my bed. And I gave you a little pendant, right? And I said that as long as you held on to that, you wouldn't have to worry anymore. And I told you to keep it a secret from the others, from Dad and from the others, because in my head I'm saying, because that was a piece of jewelry that was given to me by a relative and I should not have given it away, but I was trying to make my sister feel better. And I told you to just keep it on you. It's a little silver pendant with a little blue gem in it. Do you still have it?
And she nods and she pulls it out of her neckline.
We haven't talked about that in a while, have we?
No.
So if I know about that,
Why don't you roll me a persuasion check with advantage?
Persuasion is plus plus 4. It's a dirty 20.
A dirty 20. Bravo.
I'm kind of like kneeling a little bit at this point, just kind of like
Yeah.
trying to get more closer to her level.
Yeah. And yeah, you can tell she's a little taller than what you remember, even though it's only been a year. Not a whole lot, but she's like what did we say she was? She was around 14, 15, something like that.
Something like that, yeah. Like somewhere
Yeah.
between 13 and 15.
Yeah. And you can see as you get a little closer that she has some bruising on her upper arm where someone was probably roughly grabbing her repeatedly over the course of some time. And another thing you can tell as you are now closer, especially if you give me an Arcana check.
Oh boy, I hate that.
Mhm.
That is a 15.
15. That pendant that you gave her is now emanating some form of magic. It feels different. It's like it's been focused on intently for some time.
Can I tell how?
Yeah, it is not dissimilar from the casting focuses of people who are driven by faith.
I've got a lot of explaining to do, and I know that. But Nina, I promise you it's me. It's someone replaced me. And I was trying to get her out of the picture, but I don't know if we're strong enough just yet, but I at least had to get you out of there.
Mickey, where did you go? You were gone, and she was the only one there, and it was terrifying.
I know. I'm sorry. I wanted to come back sooner. Is she gonna let me get closer to her now?
Oh yeah, very much.
I'm going in for a hug.
Yeah, go in for that hug though.
Absolutely. No, I am just like, I'm hugging her so hard. Just like crying into her shoulder a little bit. I'm sorry. I wanted to come back sooner. I swear I did. They wouldn't let me get anywhere near the house. And I swore that I was going to come back and I was going to fix things, but I am so sorry. No one's ever going to hurt you like that again. You hear me?
Okay. Why are your friends such a motley crew?
Because I make friends with weirdos now. Apparently that's just part of the situation. I'll introduce you to them.
You used to
Okay, that's
demand.
cool. That's cool that we just helped you with like your whole family thing, and you're now
Yeah,
calling
yeah,
us weirdos and motley crew.
She turns all of you guys. She's literally got like tears in her eyes. It's like, can you give me a sec? You are
In all
weird.
fairness, I am a little bit weird, yes.
Like we are weird. You turn into a giant crab.
Normal.
You're
Vernon
normal.
transforms from Amelia into his giant crab form to show off.
Don't do that in front of my sister. You're gonna freak her out.
That's
Okay.
amazing.
All
You have a
right.
crab
Hey,
man?
Do you want to pet my dog?
Yes, first of all, I saw that robo dog and I wanted to pet it immediately. Is it a real dog?
Yeah. I mean, he's right here. He's real.
Real is a matter of philosophical conundrum. Am I? Am because I be.
Okay, Sparks, you're gonna freak her out. Okay, just go give her some love.
Affirmative. And he's going to like trot on over. Like I didn't. It's just you used to make all your friends wear the same colored clothing as you, and you had to arrange them by size. I don't. You were so fastidious.
Yeah, well, a lot of stuff happened, and there's kind of higher priorities now than that, and we're not gonna bring that up around the friend now because
some of your friends are bleeding. You're bleeding. How come I can't see the wounds, Amelia?
So that's the other thing. So you know the person who's been calling themselves Amelia for the last year or so, right?
Yes.
Well, the reason they were able to do that and get away with it is because that's my actual body. I don't really look like myself anymore, kiddo.
You mean like in those penny Bibles we used to have? Rathgotha versus the Mind Players? Where Rathgotha fought off a whole army of body stealing. Is it like that?
Well, I'd hardly call it an army, but more or less.
I just realized that you're friends with Rathgotha. Is it her?
Yeah.
Is it really her? Is it really?
We'll talk about that in a second. So that's actually a good segue. I'm just gonna hold her hands, I'm gonna look her in the eyes, and I'm gonna drop the disguise spell.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Well.
I know it's
okay.
weird. I know. Yeah, I didn't really have a lot of options.
I remember you. You came to the gate. You
One person
demanded to
remembers.
see us.
Yeah, that was me. They didn't let me in. If you remember.
The horns are cool.
Thank you.
She's going to use all of her lay on hands to heal you 8 points.
Oh, lay on hands. She's a paladin.
And then she's going to go, but your clothing choices, Amelia, you've
okay, we can.
Although,
we can.
I mean, it does look a lot like the heroines in your novels.
Your novels, I think you will remember.
I borrowed them from you, and
yeah, because I knew that Emery was your favorite. Okay,
there was some pages missing.
Look,
during certain points.
Do we have to do this right now? In front of the people.
I'm glad that you, I suppose, remember us reading the Tales of Emery Black this entire time when we were young.
Yeah. Listen.
There is just losing it. She is trying not to laugh.
I am like glaring.
Written all over her face.
I mean, by
Vernon's like,
the heart of the
that's so
Hellion
cool. We have 2 people that are in books now.
She is just like, she's already red, but she is blushing. Like, it's like, look.
What good fortune to be given a body that was almost exactly like the heroines. I mean, the hair isn't right, but that's fine.
Yeah, look, it wasn't my choice, okay? And the name the name was not my idea. First of all, that was just a coincidence because the first person I met, yes, really don't look. She's just like kind of curling inwards on herself a little bit.
Did you meet a stable boy in the inn and learn swordsmanship behind the inn?
She just like gives her a noogie. I swear, she's just like.
Rathgotha quietly turns to Tim Tam and she says, "Would these books be at one of those book buildings you go to?"
Like a library?
Yes, the library.
Oh
yeah. Tim, because you actually read novels like this on the regular, you are aware of the sort of novels these are. You haven't actually read them before, which is why the name Emery Black didn't immediately trigger your this is just your name the same as another person in a fantasy novel. No, but you have seen by the Heart of a Hellion on books before, and your parents specifically forbade you from reading them because
Oh yeah, I was never
yeah,
allowed to read them. My parents said they were too
trashy.
saucy.
Yeah.
But for the record, you were allowed to read the books about me.
Oh, well, yeah, you're a hero.
Yeah, I mean, you made a king marry a horse. You know,
PG-13, baby.
PG-13. Listen, you get more. You cast a wider net with PG-13. Thanks for
Yep.
watching our fucking show. Let's.
That's the one that we get.
It's the one. And I think with this tableau of you assaulting your younger sibling and Rathgurther being very smug in the background, we are going to pull back and end it for this month. We once again, I just kind of skipped past our mid-time break, but we were in combat, so I'm sorry. We're going to take the next 10-ish, 15-ish minutes, depending on how long everyone is away, to take a break ourselves. If you have been watching along this long, you should also need a break. So please stand up and get stretches and get a drink and maybe a little bit of snack, because we are going to come back with our question period on the Big Comfy Couch. Trademark. So don't look into that. We're I claim Molly.
we're also going to visit the bear in the big blue house. Yeah.
Boy, yeah. Get ready
That's
with
the
your
one
questions.
that's underneath the umbrella tree, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
near
the
Eureka's
bananas
castle.
and pajamas occasionally visit.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, we will be right back. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everybody. I hope everyone is doing well. Let me turn that down just a tiny bit. Just be subtly in the background. There we go. Welcome to our couch co-op talking. We're talking.
Conversation?
You know, in some ways you're getting better. There's other ways you're getting worse. So it's probably better that it's at the end of the show than at the beginning.
Listen,
But
when
We've all been through a lot.
there's been a lot of talking. I get it.
I had to pretend to be a distraught teenage girl a minute ago, and
And
I think I nailed
I
it.
was also a distraught teenage girl. I was just, had the voice of a, 50 million-year-old man. So
I do enjoy that when you lose a word, rather than like take a moment to go like, I'm going to figure out what this word is. It's like, no, I'm going to say every word I know. And eventually one of them is going to be the right one.
Just go down
See,
the database.
That is something I picked up from my mom, who, when making a mistake as to which child she was addressing, she would go through every name she knew until she.
My grandma did the same thing.
OCD is a hell of a thing, folks. And so yes, it was very much a Brian, Tina, Tammy, dog's name.
Dave, who the hell are you?
Yeah, which one are you? Okay, all right. And then yeah, so I am just gonna. I have a shotgun approach. If I don't get it, I'm throwing shit at the wall until I do. Which is incidentally
choose your own word type of scenario.
Yeah,
yeah.
It also proves I'm not a coward. So I just and I'm yeah. So this is where we take questions from both the audience and everyone else. We already have a couple in from the audience, but before I start anything else, do any of you wish to ask a question to any of the others or me or whatever you'd like? Yeah.
I got one. I got a question for you.
Real quick first, though. Jared gifted a bunch of memberships while we were in the bathroom, so we should say that first.
My goodness, Jared. Jared is another one of the players in one of my other campaigns, and Jared is an extremely generous person who is always giving away subs and stuff in our chat. Jared, thank you. We very much appreciate it. Okay.
Yeah, I got a question. Hi, me, Mildred. I play Rathgurther. Are y'all enjoying my stees and jacking my stees, or what's up with that? Because today I find out not only does the party have an extra bard, I guess I just wasn't doing a good enough job being a bard. So you were just like, oh, let me dip in there, see if I can, I feel like I can bring a lot to the bard front in this party. And now I find out someone else is impersonating a fictional character, and I'm pretty sure at least one other party member is turning into a mushroom. So
well, it was.
It's almost like maybe Tim Tam is the only one who actually cares.
So
I don't know,
in my defense,
something a robot dog.
The named after a book character thing is something that Jay came up with for me. So yell at him.
And I absolutely came up with it just before, basically around the same time we were talking about Rathgurther and her bit, and I was like, oh, I can't not do both of you like that. Then this is way too funny. And so that's what happened.
Yeah, just wait till you learn about what Vernon's backstory really is. Jeez.
Is Tim Tam the only normal one?
Mm-hmm. Vernon is based off of a popular puppet play.
Well, if we take the word normal to mean average, it seems that a lot of the qualities I have are shared by other people in the party.
That was the trend.
Maybe you're the truly average one.
Yeah. Rathgurther, party's most normal candidate. Yeah.
Is Tim Tam gonna just love eating food, eating flour? Remember that? That was my bit. You guys want to eat some flour? Huh?
No, you can keep that one.
That one's all yours.
We had a great
That's
time.
the most normal.
Let's take a quick question from the audience, and then we'll bounce back to the table. Hawkbirds is asking, anyone want to talk about what the heck that thing with Vernon in the portal was about? I have no idea. Why would I know?
Bullshit. He's lying to all of us.
Well, I mean, it's because I helped with the spell. Obviously, there's nothing else going on there.
And it's Tim Tam went through the jaunt, basically.
Yeah, I think that this is one of the many things that Tim is just like gonna file that away, worry about it later.
You're gonna
It's
run out of
becoming
file
full.
space. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
mhm.
it's gonna
Say that
like
file.
comically,
That file cabinet is full.
yeah, like in a Looney Tunes cartoon when you're trying to, close a drawer that is overfull
Mhm.
and it's just gonna explode all over the
Yeah, I
place.
think
It's
you've
been
already
like 2 years.
She might have a mental breakdown.
We still don't know why we were coming back to life on the Chew,
Mhm.
and we've just kind of, all right,
Rushed that
we'll
up.
figure something out.
Maybe if she just doesn't worry about the problems, they will
Mhm.
just go away.
Yep.
Way to be.
God, I love that there are mysteries I laced in way back at the beginning that are still just.
Mm.
Yep. Absolutely.
Shrug.
I love that. Any of you have any questions once again for me or each other before I move on to the next chat question?
How we feeling, gang?
Awesome.
Tim feels great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a rare what's left of us stream where at the end of the session there's not a huge life-altering twist for at least one character.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
have
that
been
character was
so
Nina today.
anxious for
Nina
that
was.
episode. I was so scared of all the ways it could possibly go wrong, but I was just like, I'm just gonna fucking swing my sword and pray at this point because either way, I'm gonna do some fucking damage.
It's pretty weird how you couldn't go into your soul hole. Question
He's
from the
fucking taunting me.
audience. Error65 is asking, so how many of these adventure novels did Emery own? And would she
Listen.
ever admit she owned them?
Absolutely not for that second one.
And I think one thing that did get moved past is that according to her sister, she did have some Rathgurther novels.
Did. Yeah.
And this is
I
going
will
to have
say
to be
that she
explored.
did not own those. Those were her sisters. Because, so the backstory that Jay and I worked on is that,
Mhm.
Nina would have known about the Rathgurther plays because I have it in my head that she just really liked theater and cool stories and going to see play. She probably took her sister to see some Rathgurther plays, but she also went to go see so many plays with her sister. It probably just they all bled together. And then her sister probably saw the Rathgurther novels at the market, was like, "Oh my god, it's just like this character from the plays." She'd it was like, "Yeah, sure, whatever." Put it in
Now,
the cart.
is it possible that you saw one of the plays that I starred in?
I think it is very possible, but that's also dependent on you and Jay.
I think
That's
that
true.
is an interesting future plot hook.
Yeah, I think if you did, I bet again Amelia wouldn't remember, if only because Amelia was too busy being a conceited teenager at that point.
Yeah.
I love how he slowly also started turning her into one of the mean girls. Because
Yeah, on
I
Wednesdays
like
we
that
were
idea.
pink. What was that? That's a character choice that he made for me.
That's true. Yeah.
But no, I imagine that Amelia pre the fucking was a little bit of a petty bitch. I mean, she's fucking nobility and shit. She cares very much about these things, and the drama. She has tea parties and just talks about all the hot goss of all the nobles and shit.
Yeah.
And now she doesn't have time to give a shit about any of that anymore. But those memories are still there.
I
very
think also your
sorry, go ahead.
family needs to work on its ability to handle conflict, because that's two family members now that we've discovered knew all along that you had been replaced, but kind of just rolled with it because they didn't want to make a fuss.
But maybe it didn't come across too well, but Nina noticed a change but wasn't ready to make the leap to this is not my Amelia. She just thought there had been a sudden change of heart in some way for Amelia.
Maybe could have discussed it with her dying father, who would have been right away like, "Oh yeah, no, sorry, I should have told you. Yeah, no, that's not your sister. It's an imposter. I thought you knew that."
Functional family.
It is very odd that Nina did never talk to her father in that time. Perhaps she was always in the company of this Amelia. Who knows?
You're saying it in a way.
In a weird way. It's the same weird way that I'm going to say this bit here. Question from O Cramity for Jay and Star. What sibling shenaniganery do we have to look forward to? Before I say anything actually serious, I like to always poke at my players. So for a little while now, I've been like, hey, Emery, isn't it, Star, wouldn't it be weird if the person who gave up Amelia's schedule to the kidnappers had been her sister? Because I think that would be very funny to poke at her about that. If her sister had been behind this as a power move the whole time because she wanted to be the heir. Who knows? Who could say? That is one of the many possibilities because we just don't know.
Do I recognize Nina from any of the
Any of the
previous children
meetings?
gatherings that I've been to?
Oh,
I feel as though if
God.
Nina and whoever is occupying the Amelia timeshare right now were in cahoots, Nina would not be covered in fucking bruises from being manhandled.
That's a good point.
So
Who
Could be
knows?
unrelated.
Yeah, who
Yeah.
could say?
Training her to fight, maybe.
That's true.
eh.
Maybe it was to put up a good front. I imagine, though, that some of the real things, the paladin thing, I thought up recently. I was like, that makes sense to me personally.
What is the oath?
What's the oath?
What is she? The
I'm-
oath?
I have a guess, but I don't know if it's.
What's the guess?
I think it's oath of devotion.
You do?
I do.
At a time when her sister was being really terrible to her?
She's devoted to the memory of her sister.
Oh, perhaps. What do you think?
I don't think it's vengeance, but it would not be the first time you've sprung a paladin from my backstory into a game.
True. It's oath of heroism.
Oh,
Because she was trying to be brave for herself.
Mm.
I'm gonna
Just
go
a-
cry now.
Dig that in there just a little bit. I'm proud of myself. It's probably shouldn't be, but who knows?
So normal.
Unfortunately, we kind of answered Rose's question about well, we can go into a little more. How long did it for Star? How long did keeping the name of the book secret from finding out Rathgurther's like how is that whole interaction? Do you both find it very amusing that there's two of you that actually have?
I knew it was going to come up eventually, but like I don't think I think Emery would not have any reason to really think that like I think like she said or like we said, Emery probably saw some of their Rathgurther plays and just does not remember because she didn't really give a shit about the theater. But I had a thing I was going to say and I forgot what it was. But me Star has been, we were talking about this on break. Me Star has been sitting on that since our episode that just me and Tim did. And I was just like, that's going to drop at some point. And I personally cannot wait for Rathgurther to find out about that because imagining the look on her face is going to be so funny for me.
It's you know the expression that Andy makes in that one episode of Parks and Rec when he like so little peek behind the curtain of my brain. I typically, when I'm creating a roleplay character, I try to bake in a comedic flaw of some kind to exploit. And for Rathgurther, it's you know, she's this she thinks very highly of herself. And so my immediate reaction to hearing that, where my mind goes, is that Rathgurther has to be a complete shit about that to plant the seed of when she gets discovered, it's like it's right back in her face. Like to me, it's like it's such a like a you would think that she would like drop it because she knows how it feels, but she's so like full of herself that she can't help but like needle someone about that. And then of course, you know, eventually it comes back to bite her in the ass.
And I cannot wait.
Question from Pantuflans. How is Randy dealing with all this? I mean, shit's messed up. It's bad. There's just so much going on. And I'm dead, but there's not much more of this I can take.
Would you say that he's in poor spirits?
No, but it is a problem. Is,
We need to
Gonna
check
need-
in on him more. On
he's
where to put him now.
need more some therapy. Oh my god. Was it called 50 Nuances of Black?
No.
That was from
No.
Victor, dead thrown off jail. Victor, yes, please. Please. We'll hop on with Vernon. Cosmic Vernon is very big. Question: do put baby in pelican mouth? From Supernova
No, we're not
Blade?
doing this again. We are not doing this again.
But baby goes in pelican mouth. Pelican mouth,
No, we're
perfect
not
place for
doing
baby.
next question.
What? Hold on a second. I wasn't here for this.
A bit from my stream a few
Yeah,
nights
don't worry
ago.
about it. It's
There's
a great bit.
it's like a fucking
Mhm.
Tumblr post that makes me laugh.
Okay.
Put baby in pelican mouth.
Question from Victor, dead crowd on jail. Is Nina supposed to be a backup character? Because I kind of want to see Ron play as her and smite the BBEG. That would be really funny. I don't think Nina's your backup character, although I think we had a
No.
conversation about it once or twice about the idea of it.
So my
not out
backup
of the
character
question.
for Emery was actually a paladin, but now I'm playing her in a completely separate game.
Right.
Because there was that one episode where we got in the fight on the volcano and it was looking real fucking grim. And I spent that entire month between episodes thinking that we were all going to fucking die. And so I started thinking about backup characters. And if I had a backup character, she would have been a paladin. And she was going to feed into some of the stuff that Jay originally pitched for Emery, but I ended up declining. And I ended up not going with it, and I ended up not needing the backup character, but now I'm playing her in our Thursday game. And I'm having a grand old time. And if you want to know more about that, stay tuned for when I'm planning a shilling. It's time for shilling.
Yes.
I'm currently working on a big, long, literally feature-length video on our Thursday game because we don't stream that one, but that doesn't mean that I can't fucking make a video about it to get everybody else to be emotional about my other sad baby tiefling.
And there's information in that game that pertains to this one.
Because they
And
are
vice
happening
versa.
simultaneously.
They are. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
That is a thing. That is true.
Uh,
Like
some
the
familiar
two games
faces in
relate
that
to
game,
each
too.
other, but
I can't relate to needing a backup character because, as Jay has established, that a new Wrath Girther just assumes in the cycle, I just regenerate into Shooty Katwa and I'm good. Also, I don't know if you noticed the whole time you were talking, I was desperately trying to plug in my keyboard, which ran out of batteries, so that I could Google the name of Shooty Katwa because I couldn't remember his name. So.
Honestly, it would be really fun for me, but fucked up in general, if we like mortally injured Rathgirther and then she began to regenerate Doctor Who style. I think that would be really funny for me. And then we like pull up a BBC fucking sponsored by BBC. This is our Doctor Who.
Yeah, and we're
tie-in.
on Disney now.
And we're on Disney Plus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm, yeah.
Is Doctor Who on Disney Plus now? I remember it used to be on Netflix.
Yep.
The surprise.
Oh boy.
Question from Jared, especially because of the gift subs. Thank you so much, Jared. With Easter coming up, how would everyone's characters paint their Easter eggs? See, I've never actually painted Easter eggs. I don't know. But
Easy question. Eat the eggs, then drink the paint.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right there. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, excellent. Colored fluid to go with my new egg. Oh,
Tim
That
Tam would
tasted
definitely create a like Rube Goldberg machine that is very over the top to paint eggs that makes a mess, but is very fun.
Very Wallace and Gromit pilled.
Yes.
yeah.
Yep.
So I don't know how popular this is outside of the South or just stuff in this might be a regional thing. I have no idea. Correct me in the chat if you know, because I'm genuinely I don't know. But I know that when I was growing up in Texas, we would paint Easter eggs, sure, but there's another thing that you can do. Where basically you take an uncooked egg, you poke a little hole in the bottom, and you let all the egg drain out, and then you fill the eggshell with. Okay, I see Zoe nodding, so I know that this is at least one person here has got me in this chat.
At least Appalachian as well.
Yeah. So we call them cascarones. It's a Spanish word. And basically what you do is you then fill the eggshell with confetti, and then you smash it on people's heads when they're least expect it.
Oh,
I'm sorry. These
pretty
two things have
cool.
now diverged.
It represents the suffering Christ went through on the cross.
Right. Also,
you hit them in the
deeply
head to
appropriate for how
symbolize the
aggressive
crown
a
of
character
thorns.
that Emery is. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. She would absolutely be like, listen, I could make these and, painted Easter eggs, or alternatively, I could use these as a weapon. Because you would buy like a dozen of them at school, like the day before like Good Friday at school or whatever, and then you would just spend the day just trying desperately to sneak up on your friends and just nail them in the head with an egg, and they'd be covered in confetti, and then we'd all laugh at them for being covered in confetti and be like, haha, I did that. This is what she would do. Is she would make like a whole bunch of cascarones, and then she would try and sneak up on people and get confetti on them, and she would be very bad at it because she's not stealthy. But the joy she would get from just nailing Rathgirther in the back of the head with one of these things.
Wouldn't happen. Rathgirther would turn
Vernon.
around with her mouth
only
open.
a coward
and eat
hit
it
someone
whole.
in the back.
It just, it's like going in with the egg. Rathgirther turns around, opens her mouth, just swallows it whole on accident. She's like, it's like,
Fully
Come-
aware
comes to
that it's
you-
full of confetti also. Just
Right,
like,
yeah.
you just like crunch down on it, you just feel
Has
the
to
paper
come to
in your
you
mouth.
later on and be like, Emery, was there something else in those eggs that you threw at me and I ate without thinking?
Yeah, the incredibly beautiful poops for like a week.
Right. Because if not, I have a new superpower that I have to immediately tell everyone about.
It's called confetti belches. Blah, and then just confetti flies out of her mouth.
Like a dragonborn breath weapon.
Bread weapon.
Confetti
Glitter.
breath.
Now, again, I'm so sorry that Vernon, I'm assuming yours would be crab related, but like that's just an assumption
Yeah,
on my end.
Lay eggs.
No, so I think
Eggs?
that I thought about it a little bit. I was like, I think that Vernon would probably misunderstand the assignment, especially in his current form,
Mhm.
and would turn himself into an egg. And it would have like a crab pattern on it.
I am now an
know?
egg. And then he'd be an egg. Yeah.
Yep.
I love also that you're
That's how
referencing in his
Rathgirther ended
current
up eating Vernon.
Yeah.
That's
I
right.
What
know.
a fantastic
Wait.
voyage it was.
Emery, did you have something to tell me about that egg that I came across randomly and decided to just eat? Because
What?
I have
No.
a very concerning poop story to tell you about,
I don't want to hear a
Also,
goddamn
Vernon
Vernon
needs a
poop
bath.
story.
and it's bad.
Yeah,
It's so
I also
bad.
don't need to be involved in that. Here, I'm pasting a link for a visual reference if anyone wants
Did
to
that?
see what these eggs-
No.
Yeah, we're good.
No, for like the actual confetti eggs and what they look like, not the
Mhm.
interesting poops. All right.
While that's happening,
Jesus Christ.
let's move on to another question.
That
for
is
chat.
that is the reason for the season. Yes.
Oh God.
Yeah. It's sort of a two-part question. Pluto is asking, is Nina scared of Amelia? I sort of answered that already in the way she was acting. Yes, she is scared of Amelia. Whether it's this Amelia or her original Amelia, it's going to be hard for her to sort those out for the next little bit. But
I mean,
Menman's question.
I don't look like
Who here-
Amelia anymore.
we're
That's
so-
true.
afraid of Amelia, you know?
Little lot of Amelia. Question for Emery specifically: how does Emery feel about her sister displaying paladin powers?
Pretty fucking intrigued. It's just like, where'd you pick that up? I didn't teach you that. I imagine that is going to be a conversation on the next episode. Once everyone is done roasting Emery for her choice in books, just take the sister's time and be like, hey, how long have you been able to like do that? Because where'd that come from?
Good stuff. Also, again, this is because we were basically roasting Emery this whole episode. Koi the Fish is asking, what were those pages that Emery ripped out of the book before she got
Listen,
into
I
Nina?
at some point
Mhm.
figured out that my sister was getting into my book stash and she didn't need to be reading that. I hid them somewhere that she would not find them.
But you could
Don't-
still find them.
Well, yeah, because I imagine it was like under her mattress or something, like between the sheets and the mattress, where it's just like no one needs to find. Yep.
Now imposter Amelia has them, so.
Oh God, no, not my smut.
The greatest betrayal. She found my porn stash.
Damn it!
No. You fool. Now I know what you're into.
No.
Now all of Tumblr knows.
I imagine that like so me Star is not into romance novels in any kind of thing. 2 A's for that. Whenever I like do, it's out of curiosity, and if it just like happens to cross my Tumblr feed, it's like, oh, is it? Okay, I come at it from like a fucking scientist point of view. It's like, oh, okay, and this is titillating to you guys. Okay, cool. Wow. All right, cool. Like that's literally me. Like, but I think Emery or Amelia from her POV is she knew she was always going to get married off for lack of romance. There was never going to be like an actual love in her life. And so I think she just liked to fantasize about it a little bit, you know?
Mm-hmm. What would it be like, sort of deal?
Yeah. Just like, what would it be like to marry for love? Because I'm never going to get that. So I think that's probably where that came from.
That's depressing. Speaking of depressing, hey Zoe. This is Rose stirring the pot intentionally, my lovely partner Rose. Zoe, do you have any theories about what's going on with Tim Tam's parents? Does Tim Tam have any theories specifically?
Rose, please. Why are you doing this to me?
Because she likes to help me out.
So I have theories. I've been doing some theory crafting with the help of Jay, and it's not going well. I don't understand anything, and I'm afraid. But
like the tagline for this whole series.
Yes. But I do think, Tim has been struggling a lot with trying to understand how she feels about her parents. And I think that maybe seeing Emery, she's seen Emery, who is this, tough, scary woman, really put a lot on the line for, first her uncle, and then breaking into this house to visit her dying father, and then, fight this terrifying woman to save her sister. And it's like, oh, is that what families are supposed to do? So I think that she is now sort of realizing that maybe she wants to dig into her parents a little more. And, it just so happens that we are in the High Forest, which is where her parents' work was. And so there might be some stuff that she can investigate here. Weird how that worked out.
One really sincere family story. What if this one was just like, oh, we don't love you anymore?
I love that you've honed in on my little guy voice that I use for all my gnomes.
I know how you talk like a gnome, but it's how
amazing.
a gnome talks.
Listen, oh God, it's such a charming voice.
I was literally telling Jay that like the most heartbreaking outcome of all of this is that they really did just forget about her. That they really did. They really just don't give a shit.
Not the most heartbreaking.
Oh, I'm so scared.
You should be. I scared myself a little bit with what I did for this one, and if you end up not liking it, I will 100% understand.
Help! I'm in danger.
Yeah. It's not going to be good, gang.
Turns out they forgot about you because they were too busy developing the robot dog killing ray.
Oh God!
Surprise!
They just haven't had a chance to test it yet.
Oh, perfect! What a dutiful daughter! She made us a testing subject.
No,
please! I can only take so much of this.
Question from Pantuflans: did Emery write fan fiction?
Probably not like actually writing. I can't imagine she would really have time for that necessarily. There might be some like, drawings hidden amongst the stash maybe that she's not a good artist though. I will put that on record. She is not very good at drawing. But she did this is like middle schooler drawing anime boys in the margins of her homework type of drawings. But she probably like thought about it. She would have like her fantasies that she would dream about as she fell asleep. But I don't think she would actually write fan fiction. She probably wouldn't have time. I feel like she would absolutely be one of those self-insert X-canon shippers, though.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Emery wrote this universe's version of My Immortal.
Oh, she's at least a little bit of a better writer than that.
I don't think so, actually.
Oh, like, listen,
Wow,
the
she
plots
really
are
has been
contrived,
getting
but she's
into
at least a
Tumblr.
better speller than that. God damn it.
This is before this universe's great vowel shift, so no one spells well.
Mhm.
We are waiting for a couple more chat questions to roll in. Does anyone else have any questions now that there has been some more ominous things happening with my answers?
When
Oh, sorry, go on.
no, mine's a dumb joke. So you go.
Okay. Ron,
That's me.
is Vernon aware that he was a giant in the astral sea? Is like,
I'm pretty sure. I mean,
oh good. Oh good.
I'm
Good.
pretty sure he's just
Great.
like, yeah,
Awesome.
there I am. Yep.
I'd wave.
Cool.
You know,
Love that.
we gave a lot. Well, I gave a lot of shit to Emery's family, but I'm now realizing we have let a lot of red flags fly with Vernon.
Mhm.
We really should be asking questions of more of his behavior.
That's what I was trying to do that one time. He's like,
I
why am I
hate
the only one who
everything that
has
has
a problem
happened
with this?
Since we came in this hole.
I'm too dumb to be bad. What are you talking about?
I hate everything that has happened since we came in this hole. Why are we just gonna brush off the fact that he licked a spell off a wall and now he has fire breath? Why is that normal to you guys?
I mean, he was never like.
I also grew my arm back in all
He grew his
fairness.
arm back, and no one gave a shit about that except me. It seems like.
Well, because the thing is like before he disappeared, Vernon was like mysterious in a sinister way. And I think we all kind of had an unspoken agreement not to talk about it, because if we did, we'd probably end up having to fight him. So we all just kind of agreed to let sleeping dogs lie. But then when he came back and he appears to be some sort of eldritch abomination impersonating Vernon, I feel like it's a very similar kind of like, we all want to pretend like our friend is here, but this is just like something wearing his skin, it feels like.
Too true. Too true. I don't remember if there was a question in there, so if you're all waiting for me to answer,
It's about whether you knew you were a god, a
oh well,
teleportation god.
yeah. Then of course I knew I was Charon, the ferryman, but instead of a fairy, I used my hand.
Yeah. I turned Vernon into a psychopump.
I'm gonna pretend like I know what that means.
Someone who speaks to the dead.
Oh.
See here. What do I got here? Oh, we do have the questions. Victor out of jail. How scared are you of what will happen with Amelia's body?
Why am I a timeshare? It's so fucked up. How many people are in there?
That's a lot of
Very,
people.
to answer the
Yeah.
question. Very worried. What the fuck?
Yeah, just imagine you get your body back and there's like squatters and stuff in there now, just like
Ugh. I mean, I feel like this is one of the reasons why she cares a little less about actually getting her body back. She's like, listen, I promised my dad I would burn the whole thing down. We're starting with you because I'm not sure if I want it back at this point. Now, there's been so many fucking people up in my flesh skin. Fuck you.
That's not how I would say that. But sure.
Flesh suit.
Mhm.
Timeshare
I mean, I
flesh
don't
suit.
think we can take a high ground on that one, Jay. We had a lot of talk about poop today. I don't think we
We
can.
did, yeah, you know,
really throw stones.
You know what? You're right. Shouldn't throw things in poop houses. Pluto asks, Jay, do you like to see people suffer? Yes. Next question. Supernova Blade asks, there's your red flag of the day. Supernova Blade asks the question, what is left of us? Asking the real questions. Not much at this point.
Rage.
Not much.
Yeah. You guys didn't realize that name was going to be prophetic, did you?
No, I feel like we all kind of got that there would be a thematic.
Yeah.
I'm falling apart.
It's about everything to our left, you know?
Yeah. Or the left. Rose
She's
Cabold
not in this
asks,
campaign.
how is
That's
Hand
the Thursday
McFungus
game.
doing? That's a good question. We'll have to check on Hand McFungus later.
Oh
Here's what I
god, this has all
prepared
been
later.
one fucked up day.
Yeah.
We were gonna fight a dragon this morning, and now we're dealing with family issues, and this has all been last couple sessions all take place in the same day.
Real fucked up birthday from Eldris also. Like, can I just say?
Yeah. Mhm.
I forgot
So
about that,
true.
yeah. Oh
We didn't even
boy.
get them a cake. Unless we did and Rathgurther ate it, but I don't know.
I had planned like when we had downtime to do that, but it's been so many sessions since it was brought up.
downtime. Yeah.
We haven't really had downtime in the past couple of months. It's all been one fucked up day.
I feel like there has to be downtime after like what just happened, but who knows?
Yeah,
we
one
get
would
to
fucking
camp in
hope
the
so.
rich people hunting lodge.
Yeah, I get to go knock on my uncle's
Yay.
door and be like, "Hey, some shit happened. Let us in."
Right.
Vernon just stabs him immediately. Ha! You
No.
shouldn't have trusted me after all. Then
That's a
disappears.
surprise.
Oof! Yeah, it just fucking disappears.
Now I'm going to ride my hand to somewhere else.
All right. I'm gonna give you all another 5 minutes to take in questions and then from chat, and of course we can ask questions among ourselves in that time. But first, Jared is asking, when will merch drop? We are working on it. We're working on some merch. I don't know what we're gonna do, but we're gonna do stuff. At the very least, I think we're gonna have at least digital prints of some things for sure. We're gonna work those up. And I don't know what else. Star has ideas.
I want to do stickers and acrylic standees because I've done one of Emery.
Yeah.
Already just
Ah.
because that's my self-indulgent baby girl.
Ah.
Yeah, there she is. I
She's
would love
sitting
to
on the
do one
soul.
like that. Yeah, she sits on the soul hole. I would love to do one like that for the entire cast. I just haven't had a whole lot of time, and I'm really busy.
You're really busy. Yeah, let's table that for later. But yes, absolutely.
Just
I
put all
was
your other
gonna do it
projects on
in
hold.
January, and I haven't had time. I'm trying. I've got like 2 sponsored videos I gotta do in the next month, and I'm trying to prep my webcomic for a Kickstarter that I'm gonna run in like May or June. And it's a lot of work, and I'm working on it.
It's okay. I'm learning how to draw. I'll draw them.
Yeah,
How are your circles?
Not great.
takes a whole year.
Yes,
One
it
of the-
takes about a year.
Well, that's why
One of the main shapes, man. But you gotta really get that one down.
I know.
You gotta
my
work on it,
squares are a little
bro.
bit better, but you know.
If you can draw lots of little squares, you can sometimes get away with it. If you can draw the squares
Oh.
small enough, but
That's true.
Pixel,
that's
Vernon
true.
invents pixel art before pixels exist in this fantasy world.
Yep. Then he creates a new alias, Pixel McBoatface.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Done. Perfect. Question from Koi the Fish. Which of the characters will start biting people if they ran out of spell slots?
I mean,
Honestly, most people here. Yeah.
I was gonna say, I feel like a lot of them.
Tim would only resort to biting if she lost her warhammer and her crossbow and her dog.
Mhm.
Well, I guess her dog does.
oh well, the
Her
obvious
dog
answer
does
is
bite,
Sparks.
so, yeah.
Does that count? Does that count?
Mhm.
Tim
At this
resorts
point,
to
I feel like
Sparks biting.
if it wouldn't surprise me if Sparks just has a gun.
That is
Oh,
true.
There is an
There
upgrade.
is-
Pulls it out
There is
with
an
his
upgrade
claw.
path toward him having a gun.
Yep.
So
Dog with a
Yep.
gun.
Dog with a
Plastic.
gun. Look out! That
Yep.
dog's got a gun.
Pew pew.
Question. I'm jumping ahead to this question because it's very good. From Tim Hollabaugh on YouTube. Does Vernon ferry all teleports or just that one? That is a
That is a good
wonderful question, and I thank
Good
you
question.
for it. Who's next? Sam, friends of my bio, asks, where's the mimic right now? Tammy is having the time of her life, strolling up and down the Sword Coast, making new friends, eating as many things as will safely fit. Baby goes into mimic mouth. Perfect mimic mouth for baby.
Oh my god.
That came around full circle.
God.
Question, do they get a level? They do, actually. Oh my god. Thank you for reminding me.
We've
You're
been
at
at level 5
6
for
now.
like a year.
Yeah, just about.
Yes.
Holy
Let's
cannoli.
go.
I always wondered, but I
apologize.
didn't want to bring it up because I felt rude.
Yeah, you all have
Which also
changed.
implies what I'm more excited about, the rarer commodity in this campaign, a long rest.
I'm going to
Yes.
put another level into Bard.
I'm excited for next session when we bust into my uncle's house and be like, hey, you got an air mattress?
I'm going to put a
We need a-
level in crab.
Oh yeah, hell
Yeah.
yeah. Well
Because
worth
I feel
it.
like that's what we're doing now.
Fuck yeah.
Carcanization of what's left of this crew is happening right in front of us.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're all just kinda turning
everything
into crab
returns to
mushroom
crab.
things. Yeah. Incredible.
Would you say the mimic is teaming up with the gnome and the black dragon? No spoilers. I'm just gonna, you don't understand. After what happened last time, I'm just gonna continually make their story the most ridiculous thing because you guys don't get to see it in real time. So I'm just gonna be like, you know those bits where in the background of an episode there'll be another story happening and you just see it in flashes? That'll be what happens with these extra characters.
Can I offer to you, Jay,
Absolutely.
that Tammy and the little nerd gnome guy have a not at all funny, completely serious romance.
I actually was
Deep,
Mhm.
abiding love for one another.
I think that might be a good idea, actually. Tammy, ever changing. What is that nerd's name? I keep forgetting it because it's so stupid. Eli
Fumblecrumb.
Fumblecrumb. Eli, steadfast, sensitive. I think it's good. I think it's a match made in heaven. That's yep.
Yeah.
Oh, we get an ability improvement at 6th level. Do I improve my fucking wisdom score? It's a 10. It won't actually, give me an improvement to my wisdom modifier.
Get you a little closer though.
I mean, you could take 2 improvements and bring it up to 12.
I want to do
fun.
1 for my dex so that I get a little bit more AC.
You could have a feat that ups your dex, I think would be appropriate.
We'll see. I'll fart around with it.
Yeah.
What is your class?
Me?
You a fighter?
Yeah. Eldritch Knight.
Very much. Very cool stuff.
Just choose to have him roll and do a throwing build. That's the new thing.
Yeah.
Listen, the Barbarian is a very good.
Yeah, reclass as a bonk, and just start chucking stuff.
You can absolutely make a throwing build work with the Eldritch Knight.
Oh, you absolutely can. Yeah. Especially because you can tie your weapon to yourself, right? Does anyone in amongst the table, while you're all paying attention to leveling up, have any last questions? Is deeply difficult. Yeah. Awesome. I cannot. All right. Let me just double check that I got all my messages in a row. Let me see what's up. Let's see. Okay. All right. Well, and that's the case. I'm going to end it there because we are 4:45 our time, and we are getting ready to close up here. First of all, folks, please thank your mods, Slyfox and I put it into my bio, Sam. Both of you, if you can, go ahead and shill your links in chat. Both of them are creators on their own right. They all have their own stuff going on, and of course, they are both excellent moderators. Who are very worthy of spreading their names around should anyone require moderation services up to them, of course. But please take a peek at that. Both of them should have their links in the chat as soon as they can. And of course, I suppose the rest of you will start telling us where you can find everybody. We'll start with Vern and played by Ron, Mega Ron.
Sure. Hi, that's me. My name is Ron. You can find me all over the place. Well, specifically on Blue Sky as Mega Ron, but also my podcast is coming back pretty soon. It's called Just a Little Guy. You can find it at justalittleguypod.com. You can also check out the newest episode, which is already dropped on Patreon at patreon.com/justalittleguy. So be sure to do that. We make monsters. It's lots of fun. I'm going to invite the rest of the cast of this show just as soon as I actually get around to doing literally any kind of administrative work. So yeah, that's me.
Woo.
Wahoo!
I was about to say Jinx, but unfortunately, Jinx. I'll read for Jinx in a moment. Until then, Zoe, why don't you go next?
Oh gosh. I am Zoe B. I make videos at Zoe B. You can find me at Zoe B. If you just search that on YouTube. My channel will pop up. That's it. That's the only place I am. I don't do other social media.
Mildred.
I am the Thought Slime. You can find me at youtube.com/thoughtslime. Or if you're more into the spooky side of things, you can hit up youtube.com/scaredycatstv, where I talk about the spookier films and Canadian television programs that you might enjoy.
Which are always spooky because they're Canadian.
Typically, yes, due to a weird tax situation.
Yeah. And the fact that we have to have it bilingual. It's always terrifying.
Yeah. And I'm scared of French. I don't know if I've ever mentioned that, but yeah.
The French.
Yeah, that Star has her own story about having to deal with the French recently. Speaking of which, Star.
Yeah, hi. I'm Star. I'm also on YouTube at The Starfish Face. I actually just had a video come out today about how I went to Canada to meet Jay and Jinx in person for the first time, and I had a run-in with the French because my airport. My intermediate airport was in Montreal, and I got Frenched at, and I was uncomfortable. If you want to hear more of that story, you should go watch the video. It just came out. I try to do a video every month. I also have a webcomic called Cast Off that you can read at castoff-comic.com. If you like fantasy, like you obviously do because you're here, you can read Cast Off and get your feelings hurt because I also like to put characters through shit. Zoe knows. She just read the whole thing like earlier this week. And yep, that's the face that she makes. Yep.
It's great. I really recommend it.
See, I can't even give Jay shit for fucking with us because I fuck with my readers all the goddamn time in the exact same way.
But I don't want to read a webcomic. I want to make my own. I just wish I knew how.
Oh, is this an opening for me to shill? I see. Well, if you want to learn how to make a webcomic, I also have a book called How to Webcomic that's on my store, thestarfishface.com. It's 200 pages of me teaching you how to do everything I've learned in the last decade of making comics. Yeehaw. So, go get it. Yippee-ki-yay.
That was seamless. That was seamless handoff between each other. I honestly can't tell if it was rehearsed or not.
We practiced for months.
This is the first time hearing of this book. I wasn't doing that intentionally.
Yep. Maldris is played by our good friend Jinx at twitch.tv/wildjinx or YouTube at wild-jinx. That is her spot to do all of her crafting and gaming stuff, which she is going to be working on very soon, I hear. So please stay tuned for that. I don't believe she's got any socials beyond that, though, so don't worry about it. You can always find her probably in the Discords that we frequent, which would be Stars and mine for this sort of thing. So you can definitely find her announcements, at least, over there whenever you need to. I myself am the Jaycorn. Hello. You have reached my channel. You have reached the life-sized facsimile of Jaycorn. Please leave a message after the beep, and I will traumatize you when I can. I run this, and basically all I do is storytelling. I run this. You can find me also on Start Playing, which is a DM paying site where you can pay people to run games for you at your leisure. I am on a whole bunch of social medias. I am about to start up a MySpace account just for the memes. And that's about it. That's about it for your old pal Jaycorn. Also, all our members, thank you all so much for helping us. If you are supporting us in any way, know that it extremely helps us keep all the lights on and keep this production going. Thanks to all of you, we are no longer paying out of pocket for this. It is nice. It is covering all of our bills for making the production. So thank you all very much. We have reached that specifically. And again, as usual, thank you very much for helping us with our charity work, which is very important to all of us. So, yeah, I think that's it. Unless there's anything else to say. I don't think so. We're going to see you all in a month for the
Subscribe!
exciting next chapter. 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks from now on April 26th.
Phew.
26th of April. So yeah, we'll be there or be square or some other shape. I don't run your life.
Be there or beware.
Not circle, too hard to draw.
It's true,
Yeah,
way too
yeah.
hard to draw. It takes a whole year. And we will see you all next time. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.